40,000 people boo you?
I was once told you don't boo nobody, so it feels pretty good. Yeah.
Right.
Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 2:04, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Yeah, I was once told, Jordan Walker said, you don't boo nobodies. I love it. What an epic night for Jordan Walker. His star is absolutely on the rise. It's not even rise anymore. It is, I mean, just shot out of a cannon now. What an unbelievable night. Congratulations to Andrew Marsh.
Yeah, thank you.
Who had the huevos rancheros to take Jordan Walker last night, and he's handsomely rewarded with an extra 5 points in our home run derby. I think one of the coolest parts for me last night, guys, I mean, obviously the fact that he had to hit, 3 home runs in a row, 4 home runs in a row, whatever it was, that was great. But the fact that the Philadelphia crowd was all over Jordan Walker, and he was as cool as a cucumber. Now, I know for him, he's probably, the heart's racing and all that, but Jordan's father said after the home run derby, adversity I eat for breakfast. He was outstanding last night in the face of, and I know it's a game and it's fun and it's a contest and all that, but there had to be a little bit of
Anthony, it's a competition. No matter what.
Nerve-wracking moments there for Jordan Walker, and he thrived.
Yeah, listen, watching that last night, when I saw Schwarber hitting those bombs, I was like, just like Bryce Harper, I was like, oh, there's no way. Because at first we were talking, me and my nephew, Ashley, and her son, Reed, we're kind of talking about the home run derby. McKinnon was there, and it was like, I don't know if I'd like to go first or second. And I said, I think I'd rather go second. I want to know, what I got to beat, right?
Yeah.
Until I saw Schwarber put up 11, I go, I don't know if I'd like to go second anymore. Because now every time you miss one, you're thinking, oh, that's another swing that's gone. That's one that's gone.
Right.
And Walker was he was battling it for a little bit. And then when he started to find his rhythm was when he slowed down. Like, to your point, he kind of looked like he was almost half asleep at one point. And then he'd let 2 pitches go. He found his rhythm. 2 pitches go, and then he'd hit the third one. 2 pitches go, and then he'd hit the third one. And he just started labeling these things. And all of a sudden, before I know it, I didn't even realize, I'm like standing up, dad pose, everything, like staring at the TV. My nephew is, everybody's glued. All of a sudden, he hits the last one. Oh, my God.
It was fun.
It was a massive moment, but credit to Jordan Walker on this one. He just looked like he was in a trance. No emotion until it was time to celebrate, which was kind of cool. I thought it was an amazing performance. The way it went down was amazing. The fact that when he was hitting 7, 8, 9, the crowd got more quiet and more quiet. Every home run that whole night when they cracked it, except for Contreras, when they cracked it, you would hear a buzz in the crowd. Oh, yeah. This would be like crickets. Brr, brr, brr. Nothing. You could tell the whole building, their cheeks were puckering up a little bit.
Yeah, it was a great moment, man. It was a great experience, I'm sure, for Jordan Walker and his family. I think there were a couple of cool moments about the entire night, right? First of all, I want to give credit to MLB for actually having, fans that can afford to go to your All-Star events, unlike, the NBA, unlike the Super Bowl, unlike, any other experience for any other, for
World Cup, maybe?
World Cup. I mean, congratulations to MLB for having, fans that can afford to be there and cheer on their team. Who'd have thought something like that? Crazy, right? So that was really awesome. The fact that they booed every player except for the Phillies players, and how loud that got in that final round, and just when the cameras would pan to Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber as Jordan Walker is just hitting these shots, and oh, crap, I thought this was going to be my moment.
Kyle Schwarber legitimately looked deflated.
He looked like someone
uh-oh.
It looked like someone took his lunch money.
Isn't that right? So I thought that was like a special moment for Jordan Walker. But I think that for me, the coolest moment of the night is to watch him sitting between Barry Bonds and Albert Pujols. 1,400 plus home runs hit between those two guys. I think they know a little bit about, hitting the long ball. To be sitting there between those two players, obviously, Albert Pujols, arguably the greatest Cardinal to ever play the game. Barry Bonds, the greatest player, in my opinion, to play the game. Obviously, the home run king. I don't care what you say about anything else. Most MVPs, all of those things. Like, those two men, to be seated in between those two guys and to look over and hear Barry Bonds telling you that was a spectacular moment, young man. Like, I got my eyes on, I'm fully engulfed in what you're doing now if I wasn't before. So for me, that was just like the cherry on top of a great moment. Obviously, winning the home run derby, all the accolades that came with it. But for me, if I was in Jordan Walker's shoes, I would probably say that moment between those two icons was probably the best moment of the night.
Well, here's Barry Bonds on Netflix last night talking about Jordan Walker's performance.
I thought that was the greatest home run derby I ever seen. I had to match 3 home runs to get to win 11 home runs. Amazing. What got me was this, Jordan, You were so calm, and you used your hands well. You never cared how far the ball went. You actually used your hands well as a contact hitter and just hit the ball. You were just fluent. And it was probably the most amazing. And for me to say it, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen a lot of home runs, but to come back from 11 with only 15, we're talking only 15 swings. Brother, you got my trophy too, bro. You got my trophy too, and I'm gonna start getting some guns.
So it almost sounds like Barry Bonds was like at a loss for words.
Well, he's right though. You watch Jordan Walker. The one thing that we were so worried about going into this home run derby, for the people that were worried about this, well, he's going to try and swing. He's going to change everything. He actually did the opposite. Mm-hmm. He actually just went with a nice, smooth swing. It never looked like when you're watching Schwarber and all those other guys, Caglione,
there's some violence to it.
Ripping through the ball.
Yeah.
And then it either connected or not. They rolled over on it, they fouled it, or they hit a moonshot, whatever it was. Walker just looked like it was a nice... I'm not going to say that he looked like Ken Griffey Jr., but it was a nice, smooth swing.
Jamie, I think that's a great comparison. Obviously, Ken Griffey Jr. lefty, but
he did have the backwards hat on.
He did. The approach, though,
just
the
so
swing.
Smooth.
There's a lot of different. There's so many different like nuances when it comes to swing. There's like. A lot of guys now try to torque where you're almost pivoting your shoulders parallel to try to create that torque with your hip. But with him, it's I didn't think about it, so full credit to you, Jamie, but it does have that nice, easy swing right through the path, and it's just short too long through.
But it looked like exactly everything the Cardinals have been working on with him.
Sure.
It looked like just, you know what? Nice, easy swing, let the bat do the work.
Yep.
And because it never looked like he was distressed, like he was like a grunt. It was just like, and then the ball would just go. With his height, his weight, his bat speed, that all took care of everything.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't need to hit those giant home runs. We saw Jack Caglione hit an absolute nuke into right field.
He may have been the most impressive just from a distance standpoint.
But I think the reason why Jordan Walker won is, one, he went second to start things off. Didn't really need that many home runs in the second round. And then he went second, like Jamie alluded to earlier, goes second against Schwarber. But it looked like he was barely swinging. They showed a very quick clip of Cal Ripken Jr., and you could read his lips. He goes, he's just hitting line drives.
Yeah.
That's all he needed to do. Mm-hmm. He was barely swinging the baseball bat.
And
it was incredible. It was awesome.
And go ahead, CD.
No, I was going to say that. I think that speaks volumes to, what he is as a hitter. Mm-hmm. Like we talked about, he hits the ball extremely hard, like all the time. So that swing is not, it didn't have to have that torque that you're talking about. He's naturally strong. He's naturally powerful. And Barry Bonds talked about you're using your hands, getting them through the zone. Like, it looked like you were just calm. Like, there was no extreme effort in what you were doing, hitting line drives, getting them over the fence. They don't care. It doesn't matter how far you hit them. How many are you hitting?
Right.
And he did a fantastic job. It was really awesome to watch that. And for people that have kind of followed Barry Bonds' career during his playing days, and he doesn't give out a lot of praise.
Nobody does it better than Barry.
Yeah, no.
That's for sure.
Barry Bonds
He played with some great players along the way.
He does
He doesn't
not
like anybody.
No.
No. So I was like, whoa. That, to me, that was the best moment of the night to hear, in my opinion, the greatest player to play the game. I don't, whatever you got to say aside, the man was the best player to play the game of baseball. Argue with someone else. For him to say that about Jordan Walker last night, that to me was mind-blowing.
I thought the whole night was electric, and we had the conversation yesterday about the format. I thought the format was awesome.
It worked.
It did. I think they probably. I mean, Netflix, the first time doing it, there's obviously something with the camera angles, especially at the end, was
not
rough.
great.
They had some hot mics going into some of the breaks too. I was getting worried for them.
Yeah, so that was a little shaky. I do think they probably could shave a half hour off of that thing. And it was an exciting finish. Don't get me wrong, but when Phillies games are going a lot less shorter than the home run derby, I think you got to adjust it a little bit. But I'm nitpicking.
The hard part with that is I was watching it, and I was a skeptic yesterday. I told you guys, I was like, they're gonna, waste the time. They didn't. I thought the players did an adequate job of keeping the pace going. Problem is that as you get deeper and deeper, 2 and 3 rounds of this, you have to give the guys a little bit of break.
Yeah.
So you got to fill it with stuff, whatever the heck you're doing. This is why I don't know what the event is. This is where I think they add another event. So you get your first round of the home run derby, you get your first round of whatever, second round, and then you can keep it going at a torrid pace. You're not really slowing things down. You're just adding something better than just people talking.
Sure.
And it doesn't feel quite as long. But I don't know what that event would be, what the players would want to do. But I do know they have to give those guys a little bit of rest. Like Schwarber just finished, and then he was first again.
Right.
But that's part of it, right? You didn't hit that many home runs. You came in 4th place out of the top 4, so you have to go first, essentially. Yeah. Or I guess he didn't go first. Walker and Caminero, those two guys went first in the second round, but he had to go again because he didn't hit that many home runs compared to the other guys in the first round. So that's part of it.
Yeah. Regardless, it worked very well, and I'm happy for Jordan Walker. It has been a bit of a journey for him. Obviously, the fan reaction, and we were all getting very impatient with his development or lack thereof. Everybody had their opinions on whether or not the Cardinals were screwing him up or whether or not he was just going to be a bust. But for us fans and us in the media, we experienced moments. For families like, Jordan Walker and his parents and, his grandmother, there was great stories that were shared about his family. Families experience the process.
Yep.
They're right there with him as he's going through the ups and downs, trying to figure it out. And now, again, his star is definitely on the rise. He's the talk of today. I flipped on to different Sirius channels. He's everywhere today. It's great. Good for him.
McAfee. He's everywhere.
Yep.
We got a text from the 314. Coolest thing in St. Louis sports since the 2019 Blues was awesome to watch. I would argue and say Albert Pujols in 2022.
700
was pretty cool.
The race to 700 was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the aftermath of that, too, he kept ripping home runs, too.
Right.
Which was pretty cool for a guy that was retiring the next year.
Definitely.
I have seen a lot of people, though, online saying that this is their World Series this year. I know there's still a lot of baseball to go, but this is a really cool moment for St. Louis.
Well, I guess we're not trying to win anymore. That's okay. We're just
I guess those people aren't.
That's despicable.
Wow.
It's fascinating on 101 ESPN. Fewer big names at the All-Star Game this year. Is that a problem?
Oh, they didn't earn it.
We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN. If I may, let me give you a simple homeowner tip. Don't wait until your garage door stops working to give it attention. And I've been there, trust me. The garage door one time went up halfway, and I'm like, uh-oh, this is an issue. And I happened to be heading out of town. Now, it was years ago, long before I met Don's Garage Doors and the technicians and the service people that are just fantastic. Look, your garage door works hard every day. It opens, it closes. You don't think about it that much. But protecting your home for the process, throughout the process, keeping your family moving. Little maintenance now can help prevent a major headache later. That's why I recommend my friends at Don's Garage Doors. They're a St. Louis company that understands what it means to take care of your neighbors. Their technicians live and work right here in St. Louis. Their approach is simple. They show up, they do it right, stand behind their work. I can attest to this because I had Don's Garage Doors out to service my garage door about a month ago, and the whole process was simple, and I got an education on it too. Here's a good rule of thumb. Your garage door should not be talking to you. If you're hearing squeaks, grinding, shaking, unusual noises, that's your door telling you that something's wrong. And right now, Don's is offering a complete garage door tune-up that's less than $30. It's $29.95. Easy way to keep your door operating safely and smoothly and potentially avoid more expensive repair later on. And if you've been thinking about upgrading this month, Don's Garage Door is offering you $500 on a new insulated garage door with 0 payments for 12 months, fast financing approvals, and no surprise fees. Give them a call, 866-4-DON'S-DOOR, or visit donsgaragedoors.com today. So whether it's due to injury, opting out, or just not making the team, there's not a lot of big names that are going to be in tonight's All-Star Game. Some of the hitters include Aaron Judge, who's hurt, Byron Buxton, Shohei won't play tonight, Jose Ramirez, Jose Altuve, Francisco Lindor, Ronald Acuna Jr., Will Smith, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Cal Raleigh, another guy that's been injured, Julio Rodriguez, Michael Harris, and L.A. De La Cruz won't play tonight. some of the pitchers, Ohtani, obviously, Jacob Mizorowski, Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, Zach Wheeler, Chase Burns, Jacob DeGrom.
Why is the Miz not pitching?
I think because he just pitched on Sunday. Yeah,
him and Skeens both pitched on Sunday, I believe.
So
this happens every year. Why would they not do an All-Star break where you get 2 or 3 days off and then you have the home run derby, so that the pitchers who are involved in it can actually pitch?
So that sets up kind of this conversation. Okay. How big of a deal is it that some of the top guys won't be in it? Because fans obviously want to see the best players that they can see. Players want to stay healthy. Teams want their investments to stay healthy. So there's not a lot of incentive for some of these guys that may have suffered some, smaller injuries, certainly bigger injury if you're talking about Judge's ribs, but there's not a lot of incentive to play in the All-Star game. Yeah. So how do you keep tradition alive or preserve tradition when the incentives that created it at one point no longer exist?
So how long is the actual All-Star break?
I think they get back into play, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's tough then, because if you're doing what I just said about waiting 3-4 days before, like you have the home run derby 4 days and then the game on the 5th day, then if Mizorowski pitches in the All-Star game, he's unavailable for his team.
There you go.
Exactly.
So I guess when it comes to starting pitchers, there's no perfect formula. Mm-hmm. It's a hit or miss, pardon the pun, situation with those guys. And as far as the injured players are concerned, the NHL has a rule in there too. If you skip the All-Star game and you're not medically determined that you're injured, you get suspended for a game when you get back. Maybe that's it. And I'm not saying, I know Ohtani's injured, Judge is injured. I understand all these things. But if you're just mildly, dealing with some stuff, it's the All-Star game. You don't have to empty the tank. You're going in for an inning and a half to 2 innings.
Right. You're trying to essentially trying to grow the popularity of the sport.
And I don't know what the incentive is for the players, because, with the NHL, what used to be, who knows moving forward, but they have a pool of money in there for the team that wins a little 3-on-3 tournament that they have. Mm-hmm. Some of that money it's real money for these guys. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's worth doing it.
It's at least incentivized.
With the baseball guys, all these guys in the All-Star game, they're 100 millionaires. Or there will be very soon.
Right.
So it's what's the incentive? Jordan Walker would probably be incentivized, Mizorowski, some of the younger guys who are on their entry-level ARB deals, oh yeah, that's a good chunk of change. But for the other guys, Judge, and others, what? I'm good. Mm-hmm. Here, take my spot, kid.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these guys that you named, Ellie De La Cruz has missed a lot of time with injury.
Right.
Ohtani just got injured, hurt his knee. Cal Raleigh has missed significant time. Aaron Judge is still injured. Nick Kurtz just got injured. Jose Ramirez is on a 10-day IL.
Sure.
A lot of these guys are dealing with injuries. So I don't have an issue if you're unable, and especially baseball. I think baseball is probably the one All-Star game that people are willing to participate in, because, hell, I'm only going to play an inning.
Yeah, it's not
2 innings.
And they seem to really enjoy the atmosphere. The vibe is always
you don't have to overexert yourself.
Yeah,
I'm going to get one at bat. Yeah. I'm going to go be able to sit down, drink some Gatorade, and enjoy the rest of the festivities. So I think it's more so just the injuries. And to Jamie's point with the pitchers, there is no perfect solution unless you're going to give players 2 weeks off and then say, okay, you're going to get a week to recover, then you can play in this game. Then you get another week to recover, so you're back on your regularly scheduled program when you get back to your team. Nobody's going to risk, missing a start for the All-Star game. Teams aren't going to allow it. We'll pitch you in that final game. You can show up on the All-Star on the game day, wave your hand, go sit your butt in the dugout, and watch the game.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there's a perfect process for pitchers, but as far as the players, injuries. And then some guys, I don't think Vlad Guerrero is having an out saying he got 6 home runs this year. He's not particularly playing at the level that you're accustomed to seeing him play. Francisco Lindor, same thing. I thought something was wrong with him to start the season. Mm-hmm. He was, I'm who the hell is
something's
this guy?
Going on in his life, it felt like. He looked completely distracted.
He looked lost. Yeah. So those things, I think, are the reason why some of these guys are not in the All-Star game.
I think it also gives an opportunity for other players to shine on the biggest stage. I'm sure tonight, Jordan Walker is not a starter, But I guarantee you people at that ballpark and people around the country are going to be glued to the TV whenever he ends up stepping into the batter's box at whatever point of the game that is. So you have other players in Major League Baseball that will get an opportunity to showcase their talents, and they're the next wave of great players in this sport. I have no problem with some of these names. And, Carey, you just highlighted it. Some of the guys on this list aren't really doing that well.
Right.
So I'm okay with them not playing. So I think the All-Star Game is going to be fun. It always is.
Yeah, the other thing, too, to keep in mind is that the All-Star Game, when it was created, players who were making significantly less money, the careers were shorter. Sports science wasn't a thing when it came to like the health and nutrition. Workloads weren't monitored. It was everything, like everybody was a workhorse, and television exposure. The good old days. And television.
Men were men.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men were men.
Damn right. Television exposure mattered enormously. You needed it. You needed the All-Star Game. And when we were, Carey, you and I specifically, we were products of the 90s. We didn't have interleague play at that point, so it was cool to see the American League and the National League clash outside of course, the World Series. So the All-Star Game has just changed big time, and it's sorry for the cliche, the overused cliche, but it is what it is.
The game has just changed. Like, go back and look at the late 80s, early 90s, and here, just food for thought. Look at a baseball fight in the late 80s and the early 90s. Guys were teeing off on each other. 3-4 rumbles going, like real punches being thrown. Guys are getting after it.
Headlocks.
Whatever it is. Like when I watch a video of Ozzie Smith sucker punching a guy in the face at second base, like it's real at that point. They carried that energy into All-Star games. You have one of the All-Star games, I forget who it was, absolutely bulldozed the catcher.
Pete Rose.
Yeah.
It was Pete Rose.
In an All-Star game.
Yeah.
Like dummied that guy.
Yeah.
It was just different. I'm not saying it was better.
Right.
I'm not saying it was smart. I'm not saying anything. It was just different. And now, with the amount of money that's involved in the game and the amount of events and things that these guys all do together now, MLB will have their press week. All the best players get together. They do their thing. The NHL does it too now. So no longer is there this heated rivalry even between the American League and the National League.
Right.
It's just like, hey, man, let's have a great time.
Yeah, let's have a good, yeah.
Which is fine, too.
Name the catcher, Marsh. Name the catcher that he ran over. Carey?
Darren Dalton. No, that was Ray Langford, wasn't it?
No, this was a while ago.
That was Ray Langford that ran, or
Yes.
Brian Jordan.
I think it was Ray.
Ray ran over Darren Dalton.
Who did Pete Rose run over?
Ray Fosse.
No, not in that. The thing about baseball compared to some of these other sports, all-star games, you can't really be lackadaisical in a baseball game. What are you going to throw 70 miles per hour? What are you going to just go up there and
Yeah.
like?
It doesn't work that way.
As far as a shortstop or a second baseman, they don't have to be diving for plays. They can kind of make the old college drive.
But for pitchers, you don't have to though. But you don't also want to embarrass yourself out there. Are you not going to try and make that spectacular play?
Some guys will, some guys won't.
Yeah. Some guys may have business decisions.
They will. Some guys, they will. Whether you agree with it or not, they will.
Yeah.
I never had the luxury of making that decision.
Well, that's why I like some of these younger players in the All-Star game who are these up-and-coming stars like Jordan Walker, James Wood. Those are the guys that are going to play that way.
Yeah.
Because they don't have all that money. You know? Even Pete Crow Armstrong, I know he got a deal, but the way that he plays, don't like the guy. He's a Cub, but the way that he plays, he's probably going to want to show up and show out for all these Philly fans.
Right. Yeah, there's a love for the game / entertainment value to it. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. France currently down right now to Spain. Spain is up 1-0, 32 minutes in. This is interesting because obviously France is the odds-on favorite, the one team that everybody has thought from the beginning that they are clearly the best team, and again right now Spain currently has the lead. Marsh, why don't we do what's trending next?
Okay.
So Marsh has got what's trending for us. A couple of topics from him here on 101 ESPN.
Nothing that St. Louisans love more than great beer. And that's what Urban Chestnut is doing over there. They are producing great beers, top to bottom in their lineup. There's some spectacular choices. They got a couple of new ones, though. A couple that I really, really like. They've got a new hazy IPA. It's called Squirrel Works. Again, it's a hazy IPA, delivers bright tropical notes and an easy, juicy finish. It tastes incredible, 6.6%. So you get a little bang for your buck on that one. They can sell it in a 4-pack or the single cans as well. And, of course, Zwickel Light. It's the little brother of the Zwickel can right there, but is a crisp, clean, refreshing light beer that actually tastes like beer. It's not watered down. I just love this beer. It's 95 calories, 3.7 carbs. I got a ton of it at the Rivers house. I serve it at all my parties. I serve it to friends who have never tried it before. And guess what? They love it too. So get your hands on either of these at your local stores or at your dirt cheap establishments. They're selling these right now. So check it out. For more information about these two and other beers on the roster over at Urban Chestnut, check them out at urbanchestnut.com. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. Prost!
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Jordan Walker is a home run derby champion. He becomes the first St. Louis Cardinal to win the event. He took down Kyle Schwarber 12-11 in the final round. Walker hit 6 home runs on his final 6 swings, including 4 with the final ball to come back and beat Schwarber in Philly. Walker finished with 31 total home runs. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. Pregame starts at 6. First pitch is at 7. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, last night at the Home Run Derby, when all of the players were being introduced, they had Michael Buffer out there doing the whole ring thing, but they also
Philadelphia
had...
native.
Yes. They also had Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Jimmy Tatro, who have this show called The Hawk. It's a comedy series on Netflix. Those 3 were doing player introductions. I thought it was the cringiest thing I have ever watched. I texted BK that I wanted to cut my ears off because I did not like it whatsoever. However, Jamie, you actually enjoyed it, and you think that more sports should do something similar.
Yeah, so not that I enjoyed some of their cheesy comments or some of the forced funny, but I actually thought they missed the mark with it. I would have rather had Will Ferrell, after the players are hitting, interview the players. Imagine how funny those would have been.
Yeah.
Like, just, hey, Will, you know what? Don't be your Hawk character.
Right.
Because that's the problem with this setup, was that he had to lean into being this Hawk character for the Netflix series.
Right.
So they were, patting each other on the back with their own broadcaster. I would have rather have Will Ferrell or somebody like that. What's his name was there last night? Tires. He's in that show, Tires.
Oh.
What is his name? Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis was there. Give these guys some microphones and have them ask some funny questions to these guys. I said as Marshy before, like the LA Kings, and I know it's not just the Kings, Marshy brought up a couple other instances, but they've had Snoop Dogg go up into the booth doing the analysis of the game with the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he takes over the play-by-play. Like, it is hilarious stuff. And it makes the show seem bigger. CC Sabathia and all that stuff, it was fine. It's fine. But, like, if Will Ferrell, who's allowed to be whatever he wants to be, and he's asking questions, that's going to get some real snorts. At some point, there's going to be something really funny that's said, and people are going to be looking for it. Then it's a moment on social media. So now your All-Star Game, not only do you have Jordan Walker you promote, but the All-Star Game, you have some really funny moments throughout the night that you can throw out there as well.
Yeah, and he's Will Ferrell's a baseball fan. He's done the spring trainings.
We went out and did a whole,
Yeah, he's like, he tried out for teams, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you nailed it, Jamie. I get it. They got to promote their stuff, but they're promoting it anyways. You don't have to get hit over the head with it.
When you force feed promotion into another, it feels forced. Yeah. And actually, for me, it has a reverse effect. I'm like, why are you forcing it so much? It must be really crappy. If you're forcing it so much.
Yeah.
Well, and it wasn't funny.
Well, that's a problem too.
I didn't see it. I didn't
miss anything.
I didn't see that. I was glued. I don't know how I didn't see it, but I just didn't see it. So, I guess it was I enjoyed the entire, home run derby. The portion that I watched. I don't know what that was on. I didn't see it.
It was like beforehand.
It was the player introductions.
And then they kind of spotted it in a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
It wasn't a huge thing. It was kind of forced.
Well.
Now, I did enjoy Matt Vasgersian, Anthony Rizzo, and Hunter Pence. I did enjoy their analysis, even though that they were wrong half the entire night in terms of the magenta ball, how many home runs Jordan Walker needed in the second round. But I love Matt Vasgersian. I grew up playing MLB The Show, and he has been the announcer he was.
The one round, they totally forgot that Junior Caminero existed. Because they said, Walker, Contreras, and Schwarber, Harper will automatically be one of the top 4 if he gets 10 home runs. And then, 2 minutes later, He could. He may not be automatically in.
Take two.
You
One
can
of
tell
the
the
Phillies
producer
is
got
gonna
his
be
ear and
out.
say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Junior Camanero's right there too,
Yeah.
buddy."
Right.
Which, by the way,
How do
his
you not-
last swing was a home run. It looked like a home run. They didn't even replay it. They didn't show it.
People
on
on the
Netflix.
right side of the foul pole caught the ball.
Yeah. He should have kept going. I'm glad he didn't, though, because I was a little scared that maybe Jordan Walker would be bounced if Schwarber and Harper hit more home runs because Contreras had that tiebreaker. But I was like, how are they not replaying this at all? It made no sense to me.
Yeah. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, so another thing that Jamie brought up in the office, and we're actually just talking about Pete Rose, but we also brought up Barry Bonds at the beginning of the show, and we know that Major League Baseball and the Hall of Fame, they don't really look too kindly on Barry Bonds. Alex Rodriguez is on Fox, and Jamie, you had a thought like, why are these guys on these broadcasts, but Major League Baseball and the Hall of Fame want nothing to do with them?
It seems a little hypocritical to me that you've got these all-time players that you, at this point, for Barry Bonds anyways, they don't even want to acknowledge his name, pretty much.
Like he's not a real person.
And then when you have one of your biggest shining moments, your All-Star game, you have two guys that right now, as of right now, have no chance of getting in the Hall of Fame. And what are we doing here?
Well, I understand. Yeah,
That's my question.
If you want to be technical, Tom, the Baseball Hall of Fame is not Major League Baseball. But I get where you're coming from. It's still hypocritical.
It's very hypocritical.
Yeah, it's not run by Major League Baseball.
No, but the broadcast is.
True.
So,
But I'm saying the Hall of Fame.
okay, let's take Hall of Fame out of it. MLB is not.
I thought that was the point.
No. The point is that you got two guys that are pretty much banned from the game. For
They
what
ain't banned from the game.
what-
They're
That was
doing. They're
Pete
calling the
Rose.
games.
You know what, guys? I don't care. I'm
R.I.P.
pissed. I'm pissed.
All right. Hey, you know what?
No,
That's fine.
I agree with you though. You got these guys working in Major League Baseball. They are some of the greatest players to ever play. Barry Bonds, greatest to ever play. Argue with someone else. And they can't get in the damn hall. I mean, they're invited in every room. They walk in. People stand up and clap hands when they walk in rooms. And there's one room, one building that they aren't allowed in. And that is a travesty for the game of baseball.
I just thought it was a
Fix
weird
it,
one.
Rob. Fix it, man. You're wrong, brother. Fix it.
Well, Alex Rodriguez might not be invited to Justin Verlander's house, considering he knows nothing about him.
Wow. How about some show
tough.
prep?
That's tough.
Do you think he was joking, or do you think he was very quick to say, "Oh, I'm just kidding"?
It kind
That's why people don't like A-Rod.
Yeah.
Because he
Is he full of crap?
I think some people feel that way. I don't know him, but I think
don't know
some
him
people
either.
feel that he is.
He does seem like he's completely full of crap.
Although I do know some people that do know him, and what we're thinking is not far off.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems to. The general consensus is he says what the room needs him to say.
Ah, okay.
That works for some people.
Some people. I mean, he ain't worried about it.
No.
He ain't worried about me and you.
He'll tell you to shut the hell up and stick a $100 bill in your nose. Take that with you.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Not me.
Well, imagine that. You'd be rich.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
It's fine.
wow!
I don't have to pick it up.
Just because he said it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
That
He says it. I don't have to pick it up.
That's growth. Anthony, I know, and I know you.
There's no growth.
Proud.
He's stewing
I
right now.
know your levels and the heights in which they can get to.
Here and then Italian.
Yeah. You're still here, and I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, brother.
Thanks.
He's only still here because my nose is just as big as his.
It does have something to do
If
with
I
it.
had a little wee nose, Italian Anthony would
Yeah,
come out.
probably. Yeah. I know Jamie very well. That thing ain't working either.
No, it's
on
not
his
at all.
face.
It's terrible. It's just an accessory at this point.
Broken 900 times.
Yeah, that's funny.
So Spain.
I have been seeing some ads for those what are they called? You put them on your nose.
The breathe rights.
rights.
The breathe
Yeah.
rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't work when the bone is in the way.
So you saying it won't work?
It won't open up the passageway.
I've tried everything pretty much at this point, except for surgery. Apparently, it's a major ordeal, and they've got to cut into my face and do some things. So I don't know if I really want that right now.
Just forget it.
Yeah.
About it.
Be fine.
All right.
Breathing's overrated.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing like breathing through your mouth when you have to eat.
Right. So we're nearing the half in this match between Spain and France, the semifinal match. Spain is still up 1-0. Again, going to the half. I saw an article today at ESPN.com that I found fascinating. And it was on just kind of the breakdown of U.S. soccer and all. And we've touched on a lot of these, but one of the sections in there got me thinking about what Norway could actually teach the U.S. And then Jamie has something that. Boy, we would not agree. We as Americans would not agree with the approach of what Norway does with their youth sports. We would do exactly the exact opposite, but maybe we should be learning a little bit from them. That's next on 101 ESPN. This is Fastlane on 101 ESPN against Spain. Still up 1-0 on France. I think they're at the half right now. So France, the odds-on favorite to win the World Cup. They've got their work cut out for them, and they're going to have to do so against a team in Spain that defensively is one of the best that the World Cup has to offer. So, again, they're trailing, and they're playing a stout defensive team. But if anybody can come back, it's a team that has a lot of superstars like France. Which leads us to our next topic of conversation. There was an article by ESPN.com that asked, what if U.S. soccer isn't nearly as broken as everyone thinks? There's been a lot of think pieces. We've talked about it. Others have talked about, well, the youth system for soccer in the United States, it's broken. You know, it's pay to play. It's, coaching might not be great. Training might not be great. Parents become a problem. The development isn't there. And those are all things that the article argues, yeah, sure, it matters, but maybe not as nearly as much as you think. When it comes to the overall, like the World Cup performance, the article got into Norway, and I thought this was the most interesting aspect. If you were to take away Norway's top two players in Holland, and then I forget the other guy's name, Martin. Hold on here.
Odegaard.
Thank you, Odegaard. If you take away those
I'd argue the goalie's pretty damn good too.
Yeah, no doubt. If you take away those two guys, you have a very ordinary club, much similar to what we saw in the United States. You have those two players, your ceiling grows to what we saw. Mm-hmm. They nearly pulled off an epic upset and nearly got into the semifinals. So the question isn't what does U.S. soccer need? They need a star. Mm-hmm. The question is, how do you develop that star? Norway developed two, and Jamie, you had shared something with me about how Norway approaches a lot of the youth sports, which is completely different than what we do here in the States.
Yeah, you may not like what I'm about to say, but this is the facts. This is not my opinion. Here's in bullet points: no scorekeeping until the age of 13. Participation trophies for everyone.
Oh, jeez.
No travel teams or national championships. No online publishing of scores or athlete rankings. Result of this, parents typically spend less than $1,000 per child per year. And the bigger result is they receive a 93% participation rate. That's about 40 points higher than in the United States. And they have more Winter Olympic medals than any other country in history. Also, in order to subsidize some of these things, they use certain tax money to pour it back into the youth sports so that parents, again, going back to spending less than $1,000 per child per year. Mm-hmm. And they're looking here, Norway has a population comparable to the Philadelphia metro area, 5.6 million people. And the result is what we're seeing on a world stage. Mm-hmm. The Olympics, for one thing. Now, there's a lot of events in there that are unique to winter sport. It's like, I get it.
Yeah,
to their area.
Sure. But not all of them.
Not all of them. And now you're seeing a soccer team that's producing high-end talent and went really far in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. You wonder, I'm not saying this is the exact model. I'm not saying it would work over here. But you wonder if there's a blend of kind of what we're doing.
What are parents going to do if their kid's not ranked top 10 in the 12U formats, listen, Jamie? Huh? Listen, what are we going to do? How are we going to live if my child is not ranked in the top 5? He's the best in the country. All these 12-year-olds in the country, mine is the best. How in the hell are you going to tell me that this is going to work?
I'm not.
Man, it doesn't work that way, Jamie. Best 12U team in the entire world, man. Right here.
The problem we have is the toothpaste is out of the tube right now.
Right.
Because we have so many things. Like, I remember it was just starting to creep into youth hockey. Now it's everywhere. Like, they've got cameras in every rink and all this stuff so you can watch your kid. If your kid gets an assist in the game but they don't put on the score sheet, parents are calling the managers.
Dude.
And and they send them the video clips of their kid making the pass, but he didn't get an assist.
It's really bad, man.
We can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, but what can we do?
So, first of all, it is the parents. I will say that. Because an 8-year-old child, a 10-year-old child has no clue what the hell is going on, except for what the adults are explaining to them. So we can start there. That's the main problem. The main culprits are the parents and the expectations that they have for their children to be on TV, to be superstars. Some of them will, most of them won't.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hardest part for a parent to really grasp that understanding. So I don't know how you fix it because it starts there. Mm-hmm. It starts with a program doing what you said the country of Norway is doing, and parents buying in. But most parents aren't going to go that route because they do. I was being facetious, but a lot of parents, I want my son to be ranked. How the hell do you know he's the best 12-year-old in the damn country? You don't know.
Or the state, for that matter.
Correct.
Or the county.
Yes.
One thing I omitted from this that I just read further into it is the coaching staff and parents work together, and the goal the goal is the development.
Right.
So it's not the score on the board. It's what does your player look like today and what does he look like next year.
Yeah.
So they're focusing on the right thing, which is the development of the athlete, and what they're doing is they're producing more high-end athletes.
And they have a bigger pool. That I think is
5.6 million people in an entire country is not a bigger pool.
No, but what I'm saying, they have a bigger pool by proximity to Norway. So what I'm saying is, let's say they have the same approach as we do. Marsh, I don't want to steal your thunder, but one of the things I think you had brought up was kids quitting at 13. Mm-hmm. They're burned out already. 12, and any sport, 12, 13, they're done. They're done with a certain sport. They're done with sports altogether. I'm not saying there's a direct correlation to how we, compete, and there's clubs and all these expectations but there's got to be something there. So what I'm saying, Jamie, is instead of, let's say there's a pool of 100 kids in Norway, they still have 100 kids to choose from, as opposed to 50 of those kids being burned out by 13, and now that pool is 50. That's all I'm saying. There's we're a bigger country, but we're cutting out. How many potential superstars are we cutting out at 12 and 13 because they weren't the best player on their team right now?
Well, how many kids are we losing? To Carey's point, how many kids are we losing? They could be the best athletes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But they're getting burnt out, and they're tired of it. So, and people say, oh, well, he didn't have it in him anyways. Really? At 10 years old?
Right. Yeah.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't know what a little boy or a little girl has as far as their motivation at that age. They're figuring it out.
I'll tell you what the motivation is. It's ice cream.
Well, yeah, they do.
They love it.
As they figure it out, and this is a part of that I've learned a lot from doing the youth skills side of it, is as they figure it out, they enjoy the sport more. As they see results. And the results I'm talking about, we don't keep a scoreboard on the ice for, how many times you can do a drill the right way. There's no score. And I'm not saying that keeping scores wrong. Yeah. But what we do is we challenge them nonstop to push yourself to where it's uncomfortable, to where you fall down, to where it doesn't work. Then if you keep doing that, the next time through, you're going to get closer and closer and closer. So that's the development side of it. And when they finally get it done right, the reward is they did it.
They did it.
And then they
sense of accomplishment.
Now what's next? Instead of, well, you didn't score the damn goal. Really, your effort was piss poor. Right. I saw you fall on the ice, and I want you to sit there. After a while, the kid's like, you know what? I don't know if I really like hockey anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if I need Coach Jamie yelling at me.
I don't know if I like soccer anymore or baseball, because mom, dad, coach, they're all way too at 10 years old. We're thinking about a D1 scholarship. How about we're just thinking about doing a simple skill the right way?
Agreed.
I mean, I can speak from personal experience. I know, Jamie, your son went through something similar, but, I played AAA hockey growing up. I got burnt out, and at the time, I just didn't want to play at that level anymore because of all the traveling. I wasn't hanging out with friends here in town and whatnot. I didn't really know what I was missing out on. And then when I went to high school, I grew into my body. At the time, I wasn't 6 foot tall or anything. But at that point, it was too late for me to really go back and play at that level. And I wish that I would have known what I know now at that age. But kids at that age, they just don't know.
Right. Well, that's why, I mean, you're dependent. You're dependent on your parents or your coaches.
And I'm not blaming my parents by any means.
No. But you're right, though. You're saying, like, you don't know. Of course you don't. You're a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a kid at that point. By the way, one quick aside, going back to, like, the what you're talking about with the TVs or the cameras and stuff like that. If you go to any youth baseball park, the absolute most stressed out parent in the stands on either side is the one running the Game Changer app for baseball.
Keeping score.
That big tall thing.
Innings.
Like,
No, this
on
is
the
an
phone.
this
Oh,
is
the
an
app.
app.
Because it goes out to all the parents. It
It's
gives
an
them
app.
live updates
Yes.
of what took place
Yeah.
in that moment.
We had a mom on our baseball team that stepped up and said, "Hey, I'll run the Game Changer," and I said,
She's in therapy now.
You don't have to.
Are you sure?
You don't have to. You
Sure
don't.
this is what you wanna
Because
do?
we didn't have it. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm coaching. I'm not having the assistant coaches do it. We're not doing it. But she was willing to do it. So I sent out a text to all the parents. I go, if one of you complains about a score, an out, anything being wrong, a hit that was marked an error, your son's off the team. I don't care who you are. Do not chastise
It's just it's a woman
this
who's
woman who's
volunteering.
volunteering to do it.
I had the same conversation for all my parents. It just parents being parents in the stands. Like, don't get in the stands. Oh, the line isn't blocking. That's the center's mother right there. That's
Yes.
the right guard's father right there. Like,
Right.
don't disparage the kids.
It's a team.
It's a team.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna yell when your son misses a block or when your son misses a tackle
Right.
or drops a pass, and you can't. I don't want that either. So it is a lot of parenting in terms of where we are as a society for youth sports. Get it together, parents. Be better.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Why don't we go back and revisit some of the Jordan Walker stuff from last night, including whether or not he's a superstar already. To become a superstar overnight, we'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
Joining us now is the superstar from last night that we watched. An absolute dog. From Georgia. I'm looking at him right now. Got a great chain on. Got some nice sunglasses. He's got a new deal coming. And he's also got 7 figures because his bat got real hot. Ladies and gentlemen, out of St. Louis Cardinals home run derby champion, Jordan Walker.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on?
You put on a show. Everybody loved you. And what you did at the end of that thing, ice cold, bro. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee Show, introducing Jordan Walker to the show. We call him an absolute superstar. 3:10, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Jordan Walker is the talk of sports right now, and it does come at a time in which, I mean, now you've got the World Cup, back in action as France and Spain are playing in the semifinal, but there's really nothing else to take away the attention. And what Jordan Walker did last night, as somebody who on a national scale is a relatively unknown, he is unknown no longer. It was an epic night for Jordan Walker, and couldn't be more happy for him because we all have seen the struggles that he had to even get to this point where he's going to be even in conversation to be an All-Star, let alone winning a home run derby over Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I think it's the manner in which it happened. Like, if it's just a regular home run derby, whatever, he goes out, puts up 10, and Schwarber follows up, puts up 8, and he wins. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
But in the manner that it happened, for him to hit 6 in a row with the money balls included to win that thing, that's what was epic. That's what got everyone's attention. That's what everybody's replaying today is his final 4 or 5 swings, and then the reactions of 1, Schwarber, 2, his own teammates, 3 other guys who are like watching in dismay. I think that's what has really made this like a huge thing.
Yeah, he put on a show last night.
He did put on a show. I don't know if superstar is, it was a great moment. For me, a superstar is somebody that does it year after year. Like, that's like playoff time, regular season MVPs, All-Stars, perennial, like those are superstars. We're just getting into the hopefully the early stages of Jordan Walker's career as it starts to ascend into superstardom. But I don't know that winning a home run derby last night pushes him into superstardom right now. I think it was a special moment. It was fun as hell. It's great to watch. I hope that it continues. I hope that he is a superstar, but I don't think that singular moment. I don't think superstardom is one singular moment.
I think it was a superstar moment.
It could be a superstar moment, but I don't think that makes you a superstar.
Not yet.
I think it's doing those things. We talk about it. Like, being a professional athlete is, all right, man, good job. I loved it. Now do it again. Do it again. Now you did it again. Now do it again. Like, it's like,
you want to get paid a lot of money?
You do it again. It's a sickness. Like, and you have to be sick to be able to repeat that success over and over and over again. So that's my that's my take on being a superstar. I don't think he's there just yet.
I don't disagree with you, but what I'll say is just a side comment to it is you have to start somewhere.
Correct.
Right? And so for Jordan Walker, it started by making the All-Star game. Doesn't make him a superstar,
right,
but it's adding the ingredients into the pot. And then all of a sudden, the way he won that last night was a superstar moment. We put that in the pot.
Correct.
So we keep putting
you
the
start
ingredients.
building a case for a superstar.
Yes, correct.
I think for the time being, he's a superstar. You have Pat McAfee, who has like the biggest sports show in the world, calling you a superstar. You have Barry Bonds, who we established doesn't like anybody, just cheesing over you in your performance at the home run derby. You're sitting next to Albert Pujols and Anthony Rizzo. But last night, to me, I do think that he sort of became one overnight. But to your point,
a star or a superstar?
I think Pat McAfee called him superstar. Pat McAfee's not just throwing that word around.
I know we've had this conversation before. What is Taylor Swift then?
Well,
she's an icon.
She's a megastar, an icon.
Okay. So
what is Barry Bonds to me would be an icon in the sport of baseball.
What is Shohei Ohtani?
I think he's
an icon.
Once he retires, he's an icon, probably.
What is he now?
A megastar.
What is Bryce Harper?
I don't think
he's a superstar.
I think he's a superstar.
Like, is Jordan Walker on Bryce Harper's level? There's no
Not
way.
yet.
That's why I said the superstar moment. Because I think Jordan Walker has a superstar moment, and Pat McAfee calling this, it was a superstar performance. It was. Now, what will he continue to do throughout his career? Because Josh Hamilton also had a superstar moment in the home run derby. And that we know it ran its course after a while. And
Right.
he's had some hard times and some things he's gone through in personal. I'm just using him as a loose example. That not everybody who has a superstar moment continues to be a superstar and earn that Pat McAfee superstar label. But if he keeps going, then maybe this is the push he needs to get to that next level.
I think just because you win the home run derby doesn't make you a superstar, but if you add all the elements in there, the way that he won, his age, his story, coupled with the fact that he went into Philly, who throws batteries at opposing players, beat one of their favorite players in the final, who had his own moment last year at the All-Star Game in home run derby. Like, that is something. That, to me, is something. And if he goes out there tonight and gets a base hit or wins the MVP of the All-Star Game, like, holy moly. Like, this guy's a superstar then.
I think it's a moment. I think it's a really big moment. It's awesome. This whole season for Jordan Walker has been outstanding. Carey's right, though. Like, you can't just do it for a half, do it for a night, and that's it. Now, is he on the rise? 100%. The rest is now up to him. That's my opinion. But we also have our very own Michelle Smallman, who was on Sportsmanlike, her show this morning, on Jordan Walker becoming a star.
I will bet you $1 right now that Jordan Walker has a big-time postseason moment in the next 3 years.
Cool. That has nothing to do with the home run derby.
Yes, it does.
So the home run derby is going to catapult this guy into superstardom here.
You don't think for a young player in his, what he's had 4 years in the major leagues that has been optioned down, didn't know what his future would be like, to have a breakout season like this, be able to go in with a raucous crowd screaming at him against the hometown guy in Kyle Schwarber.
Which, give the Philly fans credit, because
They
like,
were
the idea of booing in the home run derby is actually pretty cool.
During his
interview afterwards, that's all you heard.
I kind of like that. I know it's supposed to be a celebratory thing, but it's Philadelphia, so you're supposed to boo if it's Philadelphia.
Of course, and they were unbelievable last night, the crowd from start to finish. They obviously gave Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber all the love in the world and booed everyone else mercilessly. However, this is something that can give a young player like Jordan Walker more confidence than he's already had this season. But this is like a coming out party for him, you guys. You have to understand what the path was like for him to arrive at this moment. It feels like validation for him, for the organization, and for so many people who's believed in him.
That last part I completely agree with. I don't know if we need to label it quite yet. What Michelle is talking about with the path to the majors, then being sent down, and a lot of the media and fan base initially blaming the Cardinals for ruining him, and then eventually coming around and saying, well, maybe he's just a boss, like all this, to where we are now. It has been a remarkable journey, and I can't wait to see what the next chapter is. But I don't think we need to label it quite yet.
And I don't know if it automatically turns into a big playoff moment. I think what it did, if we just look at it in a bubble, is it showed baseball fans that Jordan Walker has become something of a phenomenon as far as the way he's evolved. And also that particular moment wasn't too big for him.
Right.
He was very calm, very relaxed. If we're projecting into the future what a 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth looks like for Jordan Walker, I don't know if we can do that. But at least we got a little bit of a taste of it. So it gives us like, okay, maybe he is ready for that moment.
What I think happened last night is when we get to this point next year, when Jordan Walker is playing at this level, he's not going to have to be – he's going to be voted in. So I think that's what that did, because now the entire country got to see, oh, crap, who's this young man playing baseball, and why is Barry Bonds giving him this credit? Why is Albert – like, now you start to say, okay, well, let me watch. Let me pay attention. Let me see what this player is doing on a nightly basis, or at least let me check out the Cardinals when they're on national TV as opposed to doing something else on a Saturday. because I think Jordan Walker is a pretty damn good player. And that, to me, is when you start, if you continue to play at that level, that's when you start to ascend to superstardom. Superstardom is when you're recognizable anywhere, not just in the city where you're playing. That, like, if Shohei is walking up and people go, oh, that's Shohei Ohtani. Like, you would probably know that. And some players, maybe not. Conor McDavid, you would know him. Conor McDavid, maybe not, maybe. But maybe not. I think that's what the superstar is, when you can go in a place and they got to stop people from coming in. Like, then you know you are at superstardom level. I don't know that he's there just based off of last night, but I do think he is trending in that direction.
So for me, and this is not going to sound, I don't want it to sound negative. To me, it's a fact, is what does he do now? Mm-hmm. Because he's had some adversity over the last couple of years, mm-hmm. and he's emerged from that. He had a fantastic first half till the All-Star break last night. Mm-hmm. Now he's been thrust onto the scene with this massive moment in the home run derby. Expectations now from almost every baseball field he goes into are working. Let's see what this Jordan Walker is. Let's see what can he now bottle up what he's learned over the last couple of years and not focus on that, not try to be a superstar every night, but just continue swinging the bat smooth like he did through that home run derby. Mm-hmm. That, to me, is going to be the biggest test for Jordan Walker, is how does this affect him between the ears moving forward?
Would you consider Pete Crow Armstrong to be a superstar?
No.
Really?
No chance.
No
chance.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Major League, these
what
people.
What has he done?
That's my point, though.
I don't think
Marsh, they talk about him all the time. All the time.
Marsh, this is just one of those things, as I've gotten to know you through these shows, this is just one of those things that you and I will always be polar opposite on. I feel as though that you hand out the superstar tag pretty freely.
I just look at what other people think.
I'm more like stringent on it, I guess.
That's fine.
Yeah. It is.
Is it the fans that feel that way, or other baseball people?
In terms of PCA, this guy could miss a baseball in the outfield, do all these goofy things as a center fielder that we've seen, and he is the best player in center field. He's the best outfielder. We're going to spend an entire broadcast talking about PCA while the Cubs have a 10-game losing streak.
So there you have it,
They can't stop talking about the guy.
I can tell you from behind the scenes on the TV side, we have players every game. If this game goes sideways, if it gets out of reach, here is who we talk about. And then the show preparation is, how much can we find out about PCA tonight? Because he's the only one we're talking about. Doesn't mean he's a superstar. He's kind of the default because he has he's polarizing. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if I say something positive about it, someone who hates him has a reaction. If I say something negative about him, someone who loves him has a reaction. And that's the game that television plays, is let's get the most reactions out of people about said players. Not just him, but you usually have a list of about 4 or 5 players in each game on both sides, to where if it goes sideways or if they have a big moment, now you defer back to your show prep and talk about the things you want to talk about. Or if they have a bad moment, you go to the negative things. How many errors he's had in the last 10 games, the last 15 games, how many times he's done something wrong. So that's all part of the show prep and the production side of it.
I understand that. There's a reason why he's that guy, though.
What's Aaron Judge to you?
Aaron Judge is one of the faces of baseball.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lot of different categories then.
For sure.
Okay.
We might look at it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Like Ohtani, Judge, face of baseball.
Okay.
Mike Trout
what
was
would you
that.
call Schwarber?
Kyle Schwarber?
Because I think he's a bigger star than PCA. So what would you call him?
I don't know. I would have to disagree with that right now. I think Kyle Schwarber is a star. You could label him a superstar, whatever you want to do.
I hear about him every game. I read about him all the time.
PCA is talked about throughout baseball a ton.
Who's got better numbers?
Right now, like in 2025 or 2026 or throughout their career?
Well, throughout their career. PCA's career is not as long as Schwarber.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying I think Kyle Schwarber is a very good player. I don't know if he's a superstar.
All right, let's knock out Bet the Board, and we'll do our...
Yeah, let's go National League.
Nice job. You kind of talked into it, and it worked out. You were going to win no matter what as soon as this Jordan Walker versus Schwarber. Nice work. All right, we'll do Bet the Board next on 101 ESPN. All right, time to bet the board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN, where I know Marsh won, and I know Jamie won.
Let's go.
Carey did not. I did not. My Atlanta Dream did not cover the 9.5. They only won by 9. Should have done the alt line, Marsh. Oh, well.
They didn't have it.
I'm sure they did. Sure they did. Anyways, Marsh, latest standings, please, and/or thank you.
All of us had 3 points.
Okay. Wow. Who goes first?
Carey still leads the charge.
Golden State Warriors minus 6.5 in the Summer League game.
Okay. I'm going to take Spain over France. No, okay.
I can't do that.
All right. Give me the Golden State Valkyries tonight in Indiana. Plus 1.5, Jamie.
Wow.
Yeah, those Valkyries been playing good basketball lately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to go with the American League over 3.5 runs tonight in the All-Star Game, and that is at minus 125.
Okay.
Just give me the National League on the money line, minus 135.
Worked for you last night?
Man, stick with the guys that are hot, you know?
Might as well, absolutely. All right, from the Bet the Board segment to Home Run Derby.
Stay fair! Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go foul! Go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run!
All right, Marsh, congratulations. Your new leader in the clubhouse.
Thank you.
Nice work. He gets 5 points by virtue of Jordan Walker winning the Home Run Derby last night. So Marsh comes up with the idea of giving out 5 points, and then he immediately capitalizes.
Convenient.
Yeah,
Must be nice. Are we doing a snake draft on this too?
No.
Or are we just doing 2 picks and then two
What
picks
if
and
our
then
picks
2 picks?
Two
conflict?
picks.
What if we pick the same guy?
You can't.
Dang it. You can't.
You can't.
Can't get food again.
So what we're doing is 3 points or 3 points per home run tonight. 1 American League player, 1 National League player for both.
Okay. Who's first?
Marsh.
Oh, that's right.
Give me Jordan Walker. Why not, right?
Why not?
And I'm going to go with the guy that he beat in the second round, Junior Caminaro.
Okay. Give me Schwarber, who owes me. And give me, from the American League, why don't we go with Contreras,
Good pick.
who I dogged last night.
My turn?
Yep.
Give me Mike Trout
Okay.
and give me Juan Soto.
Okay.
Sorry, Carrie.
It's okay.
Carey.
Well, I want it. Give me Yordan Alvarez in the American League, and I will take. No, give me James Wood.
That's a good pick.
Way to go, Carey.
Thank you.
Way to go. All right, we got our Sports Six-Pack Part 1 coming up next. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So if you got any questions for us, send it on in, and we'll answer them next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. Jordan Walker won the home run derby last night. He hit 6 home runs on his final 6 swings, including 4 with the final magenta ball to come back and beat Kyle Schwarber in Philadelphia. 12-11 in the final. He hit 31 total home runs throughout the night. And tonight, we have the All-Star Game. Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. We'll have that for you right here on 101 ESPN. Pre-game starts at 6. First pitch is at 7. Coming up next, we have part 1 of our Sports Six-Pack. So get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll answer those questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for our Sports Six-Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter, Andrew Marsh with question number 1.
Question number 1.
All right, from the 217, does Jordan Walker winning the home run derby make him the face of the franchise?
I don't know if winning the home run derby in and of itself makes Jordan Walker the face of the franchise. I think what he has done, given his stature as a top prospect, even with the struggles, him doing what he did in the first half, making the All-Star game, then, the home run derby, all of it, he has become the face of the franchise. I think he was the face of the franchise going in, though.
So I think what you just answered was from a St. Louis Cardinals baseball fan perspective. Mm-hmm. If I'm looking at it just quick cash in, Jordan Walker's the face of the team because there's some people around the United States who didn't know one Cardinal. Mm-hmm. Don't know any because it's a younger team, doesn't have the Pujols, the Yachty. So there's people in San Diego that were like, "Oh crap, this kid plays for St. Louis. Look at this Walker kid." And today Walker's so he by default by winning last night, he's become the face of the franchise. He's on Pat McAfee. He's on the after interviews with Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
ESPN's talking about it. Like he's everywhere. TSN has him on their web. Like that's Canada. Like so, Jordan Walker, because of last night, the home run derby alone is the face of the franchise, and we'll see what he does with it now. That's just my opinion. If I was to be in another complete different state.
Yeah, I think he was already the face. He's leading the team in batting average, home runs, RBI, OPS.
But obviously he wasn't because he didn't get voted in. So he's obviously
that doesn't mean he wasn't the face of this franchise.
But to people, someone in Rhode Island probably didn't know who the hell Jordan Walker was. Today they do.
But I still think he's like none of them were voted in. So if you have to have a face of the franchise, I think he was already that.
Again, I think that's from a St. Louis perspective.
I think the best person at the plate.
I guarantee the guy in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, had no idea who the hell Jordan Walker was.
But he didn't know who J.J. Weatherholt was either.
But he knows who Jordan Walker is today.
But what I'm saying is, in that person in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. Didn't know who the Cardinals' best player was before yesterday.
You're proving my point.
But that doesn't mean that he wasn't the face of the franchise. To that person, he's like, I like this Jordan Walker guy.
From an international standpoint, he has become the face because he's the only one that they recognize.
But I think he was already the face.
You're missing my point.
Clearly.
Because you basically
So you're
proved my
basically
point.
saying there was no face of the franchise.
No, I'm not. I'm
yeah,
saying,
you are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
you got to be.
No, because yesterday I said he was the face of the franchise too.
Correct. But this guy in Moose Jaw, now he's the one that puts him over the top.
I think there's no question that Jordan Walker is the face of the franchise.
I don't think it was a question yesterday.
But it was. It was outside of St. Louis, Carey. I know we like to believe that.
No, I don't think it was. We've had the conversation before about the national games and who was that guy that they highlight? Who's the guy that they put up on the screen behind the guys on the panel? It's been Jordan Walker.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, last night catapulted him
maybe
onto everybody's
it
telephone.
solidified it.
He is now the face as far as like for the casual or even non-baseball fan. They know now today. Oh, that guy Walker from St. Louis, the Cardinals guy.
Well, we got two texts here. One says, Jamie, you're correct. Another one says, CD is spot on. So we got it figured out.
We did our job.
Way to go, guys.
Question number 2.
From the 314, Anthony, were you surprised to see Jordan Walker win the home run derby despite wearing a Atlanta Falcons jersey heading into the stadium?
I think he did wear one?
Yes, he did. I believe he wore a Michael Penix Jr.
Maybe that's why he had a huge come from behind victory.
Nah, so it usually works the other way.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Sorry. That you feel that way.
You know, I know a lot of winners that have worn Falcons jerseys, including our very own Carey Davis.
He's just placating now. Look at this guy. You're good.
Somebody named Ludacris has worn plenty of Falcons jerseys and has done quite well. Ever heard of Samuel L. Jackson? Heard of him? He too is a Falcons fan. He's donned the jerseys. The mini Falcons of South County.
Are you gonna name any players?
Have won champions
for the Atlanta Falcons? Like
Deion Sanders. He's a champion.
Turner.
Deion Sanders is a champion.
Julio Jones. I don't know. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice.
They're not champions though.
You gonna name any of those guys? Roddy White.
Who else won a championship?
Warwick Dunn, TJ Duckett.
I'm sure there's many.
You gonna name any of those guys?
Well, I mean, they played for the team.
Algie Crumpler, who I know you love.
From
North Carolina.
Well done.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. North Carolina. So, am I surprised to see Jordan Walker win because he's wearing a Falcons jersey? No, not one bit.
This could be
He's
good
repping
karma.
his hometown.
Could be good karma for your team.
Michael Vick. Huh?
He was there.
He was definitely
for
there.
a little bit.
He was there for a while.
Now, that was a superstar.
Now, that was a superstar.
For about
6
years.
For his entire upbringing until he wasn't.
Yeah.
He still is. Superstar to me, man. Mike Vick.
For that time period?
No. Still, man.
No.
Great dude.
If there's anybody out there watching old Michael Vick highlights at the great age of 40 plus, still,
that guy's a superstar.
Absolutely.
Well done, Marsh.
Question number 3.
Should be basically the barometer.
Yeah.
You know?
314 says Warwick Dunn won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. Come on, man.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
He did not.
He wasn't on that team.
No, he was on the Falcons.
He was on the Falcons.
Sorry about it. He did not win with the Bucs. The 2002 team. He was I think that was his first year with the Falcons.
636.
Sorry, Warwick.
If you could steal one player from the Cubs to put on the Cardinals today, who would it be and why?
Player from the Cubs? Put on the Cardinals?
Like right now?
Right now.
Or all time?
No, right now.
I wouldn't take anybody.
No, I would take probably Imanyaga. That's what I'd take.
Okay, sure.
I'll take Shota Imanyaga.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Please and or thank you.
There you go.
Yep. Marsh?
He's taking PCA, man.
Me?
He just told you he's a superstar. He's taking. He's the question was asked, so he could get to
Carey,
PCA, brother.
You know what, Carey?
Have you not been here for the last 3.5 hours?
I don't even like the guy, and I would take him as my center fielder.
Here's the thing, Carey. You have often admitted, you're like, hey, man, thanks for teaching me, but the most important thing in baseball. That's what you have said to me.
I have. It's pitching.
And this dude,
He hasn't
clearly,
listened.
who sat across from me for many a year now, he's like, I don't care.
Fast lane, you're pitching.
Exactly.
Give me another outfielder.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, I'm disgusted. Let's get to the second part of the Sports Six.
I'll take his .6 WAR and 4.17 ERA, 5-8 record.
That's fine. Go for it. 5-8. That.
Yeah, Anthony.
It's a team
I said
stat.
it. No, I said it.
It's a team stat.
2 of those losses are from the Cardinals.
Okay, how did he pitch in those games?
How did he pitch?
Yeah.
He gave up a leadoff home run against J.J. Weatherholt the last time he faced him.
8
First
Ks.
pitch.
8 Ks, 4 2/3. Anyways, he actually didn't pitch that well. I'll take him though. Sports Six Pack Part 2 next on 101 ESPN.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for the Sports Six-Pack Part 2 here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jim Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Here's Andrew Marsh with question number 4.
Question number 4.
All right, from Grant Francis Fan Club, you are the general manager of an expansion NHL team. And due to a paperwork error, you can take any single player from the Blues in the expansion draft. Which player do you take?
Philip Broberg.
It's a good one.
Joel Hofer.
It's a good one, too. Well, you can say
Broberg.
You can,
Yeah, I mean,
Pick somebody else, man. Pick your own guy.
I want a defender.
Well, then pick your own guy. He
I
said
want a
there's
young
five
defender.
or six other ones on the team, man. Pick your own guy. You got Logan Mailloux. You got Colton Parayko. Pick your. Don't shake your head, Jamie.
I would have won defender or goaltender.
Don't shake your damn head. Let the man pick his own player.
I got water in my ears.
Oh, okay.
Broberg.
You guys are no fun.
Fine, Snuggerud.
Sounds pretty good, too. Marshy?
I'll probably go with Robert Thomas.
Robert the Thomas.
Robert the Thomas.
Good luck to everyone.
Yeah.
Man, it sounds like the Blues got a lot of good players on their team.
They certainly do, Marsh. Tell you who doesn't. France.
These guys are struggling, huh?
Holy smokes.
I've heard about the Spain team.
This is
the
done,
defense
dude.
that they play apparently is just like almost impossible to get a shot on goal, let alone score.
Yeah, score.
Yeah.
Were we in their path? I think we were.
The United States would have played, if they would have beaten Belgium, they would have taken on Spain. If they would have beaten Spain. No.
The road ends there.
No, yeah, I'm just shaking my head.
Oh,
that
okay,
we,
yeah. They would have taken on France.
Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. This makes me feel a little better.
Oh, you pushed the hell out of him.
He did.
No
I don't
foul,
hate it. I
no
don't hate
penalty.
it.
The ref's like, let's get this thing
91
going.
minutes. Let's just get this over with.
Right.
You guys haven't had a shot on goal all game.
I haven't seen one.
They took one attempt and it missed the net that I've seen.
Yeah, and we haven't. I mean, we've had it on, but it's not like we're watching every single play. All right, Marsh, fire away, please. Question 5.
Question number 5.
All righty then. Let's go to Mongo with the summer heat settling in. What was the hottest or coldest practice/game you remember?
I got a couple cold ones. Cold in Pittsburgh and cold in Northwestern in college. But Pittsburgh, I don't know the exact temperature, but when I tell you, brother, it was cold. And we had a rule in Pittsburgh that Hines put in place. Offensive players don't get to wear sleeves. And when I tell you, it was great psychologically for the other team. Like, we psyched them out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think we weren't cold, that'd be a lie.
Yeah.
So that was a really cold one. And then there was another game before that, obviously, in college, when we were playing at Northwestern. Northwestern Stadium is like right off of Lake Michigan. And I mean, it was so cold. And we lost like 60 to 10.
I feel like this
63
Northwestern
to
game
10.
comes up a lot.
I literally, at halftime, it was so cold, I took my shoe off to make sure my toes were still there.
Yeah, that's funny.
I haven't felt my toes for the last 20 minutes. At halftime, I had to take my shoe off. I changed my socks because they were drenched because it was wet and rainy and freezing.
It's a great combo.
And I was like, I know I'm missing toes now.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me.
Well, at least you weren't, Carey. That's good.
I wasn't missing them.
That's good. But couldn't feel them for 3 days.
Couldn't feel them.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. That along with getting beat by like 50 points. Like, brother, can we just... Hey.
You don't want to play anymore. But you do in order to stay warm.
Yeah, right.
So I've told this story before, but the coldest game, the team I played for in Switzerland, the end of the rink, Carey, so like you have the dome thing, the end, it was open air.
I think you told me that.
You're looking out, like at practice in the morning, it's kind of cool. You're like, oh, there's the Alps. Like, this is really freaking neat, man. We're snapping the biscuit around. But then we play at 8 o'clock at night. By the time it's 8 o'clock at night, the sun's gone. It's cold, and that wind is humming down from the mountain. Man. The first time I went out to play, I went, oh, my God. But now in my head, I'm like, if I'm feeling it.
They are, too.
I'm looking at these soft-ass players over there. I'm like, I know they're feeling it. So I would go over and spray water on my face. Even though I hated it, it was freezing cold. And I'd tell the coach, I say, because their top scorer on the other team would wear a helmet with flames on it and a jersey that said top scorer. They made my job easy. And I'd tell my coach, his name was Diego, hey, Diego, when that guy touches the ice, play me. Play me. First shift. He's like, okay, fine. So I just followed like a shark in the water, just followed wherever like from a distance. And then when he got the puck, wham! I hit him as hard as I could. Yeah. And I drilled his head down. Because I'm like, I want to bury this guy. Because it hurt me to hit him. So I know it hurt him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, shut it down the rest of the night. Wouldn't see this guy again. It's like, I'm not doing that. Meanwhile, that was freezing. So there's a couple times where in the intermission, like our locker room was warm.
Yeah.
And so you'd take your stuff off, and then you had the hair dryers going in the skates, trying to warm up your skates again.
You got to tell the story of when you were playing. What were you in Russia?
Oh, the needle story.
The needle story, where you're coming off the plane.
Oh, in Siberia.
Siberia.
Yeah. So I think I've told that. I mean, Carey may have heard it, but I'm just learning life over in Russia, and where you play a game in Siberia, and you're like, okay, Siberia. About 5 minutes before we like deplane, I'm watching all of my teammates like these things are like they're like all you can see is like eyeballs, and I'm like, I didn't bring my heavy jacket. I've got like a normal Spartak Moscow jacket. I've got a hat. I'm like, I'm good. Like these guys are soft, you know. I don't know why I thought they were soft. And we
right, these are your teammates.
The entire team doing it. Everybody.
You know they're tough.
And I'm like, I can't be that bad. I mean, I was in Sudbury for 4 years, minus 40 degrees, minus 50. Like, you know, what's this?
No big deal.
Step out of the door. Now, mind you, where we deplane, there's no airport there. Yeah. Like, we're in the middle of the runway still.
You got to go down the ramp,
go down and walk across the damn runway to get to the building. I got off the plane, and it was like a cannon of needles got fired into my face. I couldn't open my eyes because it was so painful, and the wind was humming. I was scrambling, and my teammates were laughing, and I was like, okay, you got you. Yeah. You got me. After that, the next time we went back, I was ready to go. Yeah. I zip all the way up to my eyeballs, and a hat on. But I didn't know. I'm like, okay, Siberia, it's cold. Like, how bad can it be? It was the worst cold feeling I've ever had. It wasn't even cold. It felt like it was burning because it was like so like. Yeah. I'll never forget it.
A million needles.
It was horrible.
So the worst game I ever attended cold-wise, and I looked up the date. It was a Sunday night football game at Soldier Field, and it was Falcons-Bears. It was December 18th, 2005. So again, mid-December in Chicago. You're talking about
I remember watching that. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
off the lake, Soldier Field, and we had upper tank jobs. Yeah. Okay, so we weren't down low.
Yeah,
we were up top.
You had no coverage.
We had no coverage. Wind whipping off the lake. And the Falcons got it handed to them last. It was only 16-3, but it felt like 36-3.
Couldn't have been further away.
I had one knit cap with the Falcon logo on it, and the Bears fans were wearing me out. And again, we're not low, we're high. So you imagine what the fan base is up there. And I'm like, I'm drinking. I'm kind of whatever, right? Go back. And finally somebody goes, go back to Atlanta. I go, I'm from here. Shut your mouth. So that was the coldest game I've ever attended. There was one game last year in the fall. It was the playoffs for our football team, and the season bled into November. I don't remember. There was a weekend. It was like nice, and there's a weekend the temp dropped. It was 20 degrees, but it felt one of those deals where it felt like 8.
Yeah.
These poor kids were like, we had to send them off. Anytime we send them off to the sidelines, we'd send them to the parents so they could wrap them up.
Yeah.
Kids were crying. I mean, it was. We played a team. We played a team in the championship we did not expect to face. But as I found out, the other teams were like bowing out. The kids were like,
too cold.
We don't want to play, man. So we wound up playing it. We won it, but it was the coldest day I've experienced.
Probably
in St.
didn't
Louis.
offer them ice cream that day.
No, we did not. We got out of there.
Hot chocolates that day.
Jeez, it was rough, man. Do we need a gauntlet? No, we got one. Okay, we got gauntlet contestants, so we'll play the gauntlet next on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you haven't been to DraftKings at Casino Queen yet, check it out. The sports book there is incredible. Outside of it, they got great food and everything like that. The experience, fantastic. When the Cardinals get going again, don't forget about DraftKings at Casino Queen because they offer a free shuttle to every Cardinals home game. Yep, free. No parking hassle, no long walks in the heat or rain, no stressing about traffic. You just hop on, ride right out to the stadium, and you're all set. After the game, same deal. The shuttle takes you right back to DraftKings at Casino Queen. And, again, you can enjoy the sports book if you're into doing some wagering, things like that. Obviously, DraftKings at Casino Queen got you covered from that standpoint, but you're going to want to dine there. The drink specials are always fantastic. It's easy, fun, saves you money, too, when it comes to parking. Honestly, makes the whole night feel like an event from start to finish. So check them out. Start right there, DraftKings at Casino Queen at the sports book or Bridgeway. Enjoy social hour specials Tuesday through Saturday with $5 drinks and appetizers. Grab some great food and take part of that free shuttle as well straight to the game. Again, it's DraftKings at Casino Queen. You're going to love it. Plus, after the game again, make sure you set up and play to stay and win. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
407, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We welcome on Jay to play in the Gauntlet. What's up, Jay?
Good afternoon, boys.
Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing today. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me in round one?
Gotta go big or go home. I'll take Jamie, please.
All right, wow. Jamie Rivers is up.
All right, Jay.
There we go. All right, so Jamie.
Good luck, buddy.
Jamie's going to head into the cone of silence right now. And Jay, you go ahead and tell Andrew Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel like the Wheel of Fortune.
There you go. Jay, what category are you hoping for?
I'm going to say maybe football. I heard my Uber driver talking with me about that lately, so I might have some knowledge there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, kind of hoping you're good football now.
Yeah, it's not football.
Is it hockey?
No, it's not hockey.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
baseball.
All right. Baseball. Again. Baseball's been on a bit of a run. I feel like the wheel gets in habits where they start to pick certain categories there for a stretch. I do too, Anthony. You're right. Okay, thanks.
Sorry, Anthony. These pieces of paper
No, I was
stuck
really,
together.
I was talking really to Carey. He's been expressionless for about 30 seconds now. It's felt like 30 minutes.
I was waiting on Marshall to hand me the paper.
Unbelievable. All right, Jay, you're going to get 4 baseball-related questions today. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready? I'll take that as yes. All right. The Red Sox have reeled off 9 straight victories. Can you tell us Boston's current leader in base hits with 96?
Gonna take a stab in the dark and go Wilson Contreras.
Final answer?
Final answer.
The 2027 MLB All-Star Game will be held at Wrigley Field, which last hosted the Midsummer Classic in 1990. That contest's winning pitcher came from the Kansas City Royals. Name him.
Options, please.
Is it Brett Saberhagen, Kevin Appier, or David Cone?
Let's do Saberhagen.
Final
answer.
Question number 3. How many different major league clubs did Deion Sanders play for?
3. Final answer.
All right, Jay, final question. In 2012, Prince Fielder became the Detroit Tigers' first and only home run derby winner. Where did he secure that victory, his second in the event? And we need the name of the stadium, please.
Of the home run derby?
Yes.
Options, please.
Candlestick Park, Kauffman Stadium, or Coors Field?
We'll do Candlestick. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence right now. Jay, how you feeling?
I couldn't be more nervous if I were Stan Crockett to Carter Spencer's signing today.
Okay. Hey, sometimes you got to play nervous, though, right? So, all right, let's see how Jamie does. Jamie's got his headphones back in.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, your category today is baseball.
Oh, I love baseball, guys.
Pack a lunch.
Okay.
Question 1. The Red Sox have reeled off 9 straight victories. Can you tell us Boston's current leader in base hits with 96?
Any options?
Your options are Wilson Contreras, Weiler Abreu, or Ceddanne Rafaela.
I think it's Rafaela. Final answer.
Question number 2. The 2027 MLB All-Star Game will be held at Wrigley Field, which last hosted the Midsummer Classic in 1990. That contest's winning pitcher came from the Kansas City Royals. Name him.
Options, please.
Is it Brett Saberhagen, Kevin Appier, or David Cone?
I'll go with Brett Saberhagen. Final answer.
Question number 3. How many different major league clubs did Deion Sanders play for?
Okay. Oh. Yeah. We got Braves and Yankees. Give me the options.
Options are 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, man. I think it's... These are always tough because as it gets going, they switch teams at the end a couple times. 2. I think it's more than that. So it's 3 or 4. Did he sneak one in on me? I think he bounced. I'll go 4. Final answer.
Final question. In 2012, Prince Fielder became the Detroit Tigers' first and only home run derby winner. Where did he secure that victory? His second in the event. We need the name of the stadium.
Oh, you do you?
please.
Give me the options, please.
Candlestick Park, Kauffman Stadium, Coors Field.
Course seems like an easy one. Is it so easy it's obvious? Candlestick. And what was the other one? Kauffman?
Kauffman.
Okay. I'll go with Candlestick Park. Final answer.
All right.
About All-Star Game stuff, guys.
Let's go over these. Jamie, baseball, round 1. And here we go. Why don't we start off with that last question? In 2012, Prince Fielder became the Detroit Tigers' first and only home run derby winner. Where did he secure that victory? His second in the event. We need the name of the stadium. You guys both took the options. You both went with Candlestick Park. Correct answer is
Kauffman Stadium.
Yeah. Candlestick
No longer.
was no longer.
Oh, it's no longer?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Long gone by then, but that's okay.
That's a Marshy question.
Yeah.
Long gone for the Giants. The 49ers
True.
still played there.
At that point.
Yeah.
It was already Oracle?
No, the Giants had moved in 2000 to Pac Bell initially.
Pac Bell,
and then
AT&T,
and
Oracle.
yeah, they left Candlestick in 2000.
Gotcha.
0-0. The Red Sox have reeled off 9 straight victories. Can you tell us Boston's current leader in base hits with 96? Jamie selected the options and went with Cedar Rafaela. Jay, without the options, went with Wilson Contreras, who we know was an option because Jamie asked for the options. Correct answer is...
It is Rafaela.
Rafaela. So Jamie's on the board. 1-0. The 2027 MLB All-Star Game will be held at Wrigley Field, which last hosted the Midsummer Classic in 1990. That contest winning pitcher came from the Kansas City Royals. Name him. You both took the options. You both went with Brett Saberhagen. Correct answer is
Brett Saberhagen.
So here's where we're at. Jamie, 2 points. Jay, 1 point. Could it come down to this?
Oh, no.
For how many different major league clubs did Deion Sanders play? Jamie took the options and went with 4.
I feel stupid now.
Jay, without the options, said 3. If it's 3, Jay's going to win today. If it's not 3, Jamie wins. So either 2 or 4. Marsh, how many different teams did Deion Sanders play?
Well, he played for the Yankees.
Yep.
Played for the Braves.
Yep.
Played for the Reds.
Played for the Reds, that's right.
And the Giants.
Jay.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Not today.
Jay, I feel for you. Immediately you said 3. So what was the team that you forgot?
Probably the Yankees. I can't remember.
Okay.
I had
All right.
no idea about the Giants.
You just thought
It
may have been another one.
As you get down the road, it always feels like there's a couple of straggler teams at the end of their careers.
Stalter logic. 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4 were going to be the options. Had to pick the middle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Jay, we appreciate you playing. We hope you try again, man.
Thanks, guys, for making us all laugh. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Jay. Take care.
Yeah, I think he was a Yankee first, then went to the Braves. When he was with the Braves, he did flew in a helicopter from the Falcon game to a Brave playoff game. Reds.
Made some people upset.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Namely.
Tim McCarver.
Yeah. But hey, things happen.
Get over it.
Well,
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what? Hey.
I'm aware.
It's done.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
Did I make this up, or did he score a touchdown and hit a home run in the same day? Did I just make that up?
I don't think
go with it, Marshy.
I don't think he played much that game for the Braves. The day that he went from, I think he took a punt back for a touchdown, but I don't know if he.
I think he got it late for a pinch hit, maybe.
Yeah, I think he was. I think they benched him, if I remember correctly.
That seems like a logical thing to do.
Yeah.
Just let the guy play, man.
They covered all that, and did you see that documentary? The Dion double play or whatever it's called?
So this is GuinnessWorldRecords.com.
Oh,
it says Deion Sanders hit an MLB home run while playing for the New York Yankees on the 5th of September, 1989, and then scored an NFL touchdown on a punt return for the Atlanta Falcons on the 10th of September, 1989. So 2 separate days.
Okay.
But
within a week.
Unbelievable.
I have no recollection of him as a Giant.
So it's the same week, not day.
You?
Yes.
That was the first
they traded. I think they traded for him.
That was the first thing
from
he played
Cincinnati.
For.
No, Yankees were the first.
Yeah, that's what he said. The Yankees.
The Giants.
He said I'm thinking New York Giants.
Yeah, he went from the Yankees. First team was the Yankees,
Braves,
and then the Braves, and then I believe the Giants, then the Reds.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the Giants traded for him.
Oh wow.
1995.
Braves. No, I'm sorry, Reds. He was Reds, then the Giants. Yeah,
then
the
back
Reds.
to the Reds.
Reds traded Sanders to the Giants for 3 players. Yeah, that was in 95. He only played for the Giants once. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. Nice job, Jamie.
Yeah.
Way to go, kid.
It was a total.
So there was at least one podcast, radio host, right, just crapping on the BFIB. We'll let you hear the audio, and then we'll crap on him next on 101 ESPN. Jamie, there's no shortage of programs that our guy Stewie has for his clients. Whether it's the Bagel Loan, his original creation, or now the 1% program that he's got so many different ways, whether you're buying a home, refining, debt consolidating, to save you money over the long haul.
Yeah, he does. And, saving money is just one of the things that Stewie provides. The other thing he provides is excellent customer service. Had a little bit of a situation today, as a matter of fact, looking to take care of my mortgage payment. All of a sudden, the company that had my mortgage payment was bought by somebody else. But I couldn't figure out who the heck I was paying. I picked up the phone, called Stewie. I'm like, what am I doing here? And he's like, hang on, leave it with me. Got back to me. Everything's taken care of. I got to call a representative, and we're all set. That's the kind of customer service that you need. Because otherwise you're panicking. How am I going to make my payment? How do I do it? Who do I talk to? You talk to Stewie. But you got to pick up the phone and call or text his personal cell phone. That number's 314-324-4440.
Again, 314-324-4440.
Give him a call. Any questions at all, you give our guy Stewie a call. He's going to take great care of you. If you can't remember that number, Anthony, what can you do?
You can always Google the Bagel Loan.
NMLS number 226715.
You know what business owners don't have time for? Chasing down different companies just to keep their fleet on the road. Go to VIPAutoAccessories.com. Since 1979, Tommy Sabulka and Brian Grigg and the crew have been the one-stop shop with quick turnarounds, commercial upfits, graphics, ongoing maintenance. They'll keep your fleet working harder and on the streets longer. For all your commercial vehicle upfit needs, ask for Tommy Sabulka. And for all your aftermarket vehicle accessory needs, ask for Brian Grigg. Tell him TMA sent you. VIPAutoAccessories.com.
I've always hated the Cardinals. You know why I hate the Cardinals? Because Cardinals fans are full of
That's right.
They want you to know they're the best fans in baseball.
Right.
If you have to tell people you're the best fans in the sport, you're not the best fans in the sport.
That's exactly right.
And I've always hated that. And the Cardinals, boring.
Yeah.
Boring. The stadium boring, uniform boring, everything boring about the Cardinals. Jordan Walker should play for the Braves.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Brewers.
Okay. Lot to unpack here. Jamie, you stumbled upon this dude.
Yeah.
His name is
Brandon Walker.
Thank you, Brandon Walker.
Jordan's brother?
No, definitely
not
not.
even close.
No, definitely not. So Brandon Walker of Mostly Sports with Mark Titus and Brandon Walker talking about the BFIB Cardinals being boring. First of all, Cardinals fans did not coin the phrase best fans in baseball. They didn't. Do they maintain it? Sure. They didn't coin it. That is generally attributed to Whitey Herzog. That's Whitey Herzog.
Was he a Cardinal?
Whitey Herzog?
When he said that?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
I think
just for research purposes.
Yeah, I think he often coined that phrase, or he often described the fans, dedicated, loyal, best fans of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Have Cardinals fans maintained that? Yeah, sure. But to say like they describe themselves that way, the way he did, come on. Second of all, Busch Stadium is not boring. That's a beautiful stadium.
It's a gorgeous stadium. I don't think he was referring to the actual stadium, the way it looks.
I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought he was talking about the
stadium boring.
I thought he meant like the stadium, like the fans are boring.
Oh, I took him.
Booed on the fans.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the.
I think he's talking about the stadium.
The actual stadium.
Well, the stadium's
That's a beautiful
gorgeous.
stadium.
It's a terrible take.
And I love the uniform. I love the uniform.
Yeah.
I do. I don't think the uniform's boring at all.
Who does he root for? I'd love to know.
Well, he did say he's like Jordan Walker. I wish he played for the Braves. That's
So
what he said.
he's a part of Barstool. Loves college football. I believe he's from like that southern area, so it would make sense that he would say the Atlanta Braves.
Well,
so I think the bigger thing out of this, though, is no matter what kind of a Diamondback this guy is,
and he is,
it is a perception for some away from St. Louis that I've heard it before on other platforms. People who think the fans here, the baseball fans in St. Louis love themselves.
Of course, yeah,
and that's fine.
Yeah,
but
that is
also,
going to be the outside observation.
And the bigger picture is when he talks about Jordan Walker, because he's talking about Jordan Walker is emerging as a big thing. Well, he needs to get out of St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that the sentiment? Because it is now. It's not just St. Louis. It's a lot of the smaller markets. People, as soon as the player becomes good, we said about Paul Skeens, well, he'll be a Dodger soon.
Mm-hmm.
We've said that right here on these airwaves.
Right.
So why is that the narrative now?
Because the players over the last 10 years or so have all flocked to the coast. Dodgers, Yankees.
Is that the players' fault?
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying players have done that now, where they've gone to mostly Dodgers, Yankees, big money teams. If you're going to go to the Midwest, you're going to go to a spender like the Cubs. It's just.
So, but what can a team like the Cardinals do to change that?
Win. Just win.
Because I do remember a time, and it wasn't that long ago, we had a lot of really big names in the lineup for the Cardinals. We had the Jim Edmonds, Scott Rolla, we had a Mark McGuire, we had Adam Wainwright, we had a Yadier.
Right.
We had some dudes.
So drafted and acquired. Pujols was drafted. Yachty was drafted here. Jim Edmonds was acquired.
Acquired and then re-signed.
And then re-signed.
Acquired and then re-signed.
Same thing with Matt Holliday. Matt Holliday was acquired and re-signed. Yeah.
So why were those players re-signing? Because if we're flocking to the coast, you're telling me Jim Edmonds and Matt Holliday and Mark McGuire couldn't have gone to one of those big dogs and said, give me everything you got.
Yeah, I think that's more like lately, though. Like within the last
okay, but why?
8 to 10 years.
It's a very generic, it's a very broad question, but like why?
I think it's the money, and I think it's what players think the exposure is. And I've told this story before. I had it on good authority that Francisco Lindor was not going to re-sign with Cleveland, and he wanted to play in a big market. He wanted the fame as much as he wanted the money. And I had said that on these airwaves, and I got crushed. People are thinking like I was suggesting that the Cardinals weren't good enough. The Cardinals weren't, this and that. Don't you realize it's baseball heaven and blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Francisco Lindor wasn't interested in coming to St. Louis, not because he didn't like St. Louis, but because they're bigger. He wanted to go to a big market. Where is he now?
In a big market.
Yeah.
Yes. So some players, not just Lindor, but some other players, they like the idea of playing for a big market, exposure standpoint or otherwise. The Dodgers now have created this factory where that's your best shot to win. So that's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's just weird how it's evolved this way, and it's evolved in a world where I hate to say it, but it kind of makes you think that the owners overall, the owners who really want to win, not the ones who mail it in every year. The ones who want to win, they almost need a salary cap so that not everybody who's great can go sign with the Dodgers, and the Dodgers just kick the can down the road and keep paying these guys for whatever.
From that standpoint, you're absolutely right.
Or they need to pay their players sooner before they reach free agency.
J.J. Weatherholt.
That's what they do.
And soon Jordan Walker.
Absolutely. I think that fans have hated St. Louis Cardinal fans for a while.
Yes.
Dating back to the time that you just mentioned, Jamie, because the Cardinals dominated. They were in World Series, a ton of World Series, not a ton, but at least 4, which is a lot. National League Championship Series, 2004, 2005, 2011, 12, 13, 14.
Who's counting?
That's 4 in a row right there.
Right.
19, 2002. Because they went to the World Series in 2002, ran into the Giants. That was a dominating team. And now that the Cardinals are not good, people can now poke fun at us because we're not the same organization that we once were. And they're like, look at these guys. They're not even showing up to their stadium to watch these guys play. They're not the best fans in baseball.
Right.
That's just what it is. They don't like us because for 20 plus years we were a winning franchise. There's a guy at Texas. I'm sure everyone listening here that looks at X knows who I'm talking about. There is a Rangers fan. Every single time I look at Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that continuously tries to poo-poo on the Cardinals every single day. The Cardinals have lived in this guy's head for 15 years. Every single day. It's Texas Rangers fan account, whatever it's called. This guy hates St. Louis because the Cardinals have lived in his head for 15 years.
Yeah, destroyed his life.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't.
No, we didn't do that.
David Freese did.
Yeah, he certainly did.
And Nelson Cruz did. Not Nelson. Yeah, Nelson Cruz.
Yeah.
I don't know why the hamster fell off the wheel there, Jamie.
It's fine. It happens.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. Anyways, this guy can go straight to you-know-where.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, by the way, he said Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's what I laughed about, too.
He said Jordan Walker should go, I don't know, the Braves.
Or the Brewers.
Or Milwaukee.
What?
Why, dude, have you been to Milwaukee?
What's more boring?
And it's a cool city, but, like...
It's really not.
It's still... well, I
I've
mean...
been there a lot. It's really not great.
It's fine.
It's not.
Okay. You're trying to be nice.
I've been there a lot.
But, like, why would you choose Milwaukee?
I would never.
Okay.
Ever. That's why that was laughable.
Maybe he was drunk.
Maybe he doesn't watch baseball.
Hit his head.
From the texters, he's a Mississippi State fan. So,
Oh, he's a Mississippi State fan.
I said, yeah, he's a
oh, we're done here.
Southern college football.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, if he's a Mississippi State fan, all right. It's
life is hard enough for that guy.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, you know, we shouldn't have piled on him.
No, you know what I will say?
He's got a lot going on.
He was a big SLU fan during the March Madness run.
Well, maybe he should. Maybe he should rethink himself then on this whole Jordan Walker deal. We're going to play Fill in the Blank next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. If you have a fill in the blank statement, send it in now, and we'll play that next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Last night, Jordan Walker became the first St. Louis Cardinal to win a home run derby. He had 31 total home runs and took down Kyle Schwarber in the final. Hopefully, he'll make an impact tonight in Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. Him along with Riley O'Brien and Ivan Herrera. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. First pitch is at 7. Coming up next, we have fill in the blank. So if you have a fill in the blank statement you want to send our way, do so using the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Fill in the blank is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Blank, 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 blank.
Fill in some blanks.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Before we dive into our fill in the blank segment, just a reminder, leave us a Scott Lee Heating Company mic drop via the 101 mobile app powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Leave us a mic drop on anything you want to discuss today, statement you want to make, question you want to have, whatever. Anything that's on your mind. We're going to do our daily mic drop segment in about, 40 minutes or so. All right, Marsh, what do you got for fill in the blank?
All right, we were just talking about the BFIB. The 314 wants to know, fill in the blank. The worst fans in sports are blank fans.
Boston.
Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I carry. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Boston are just more annoying, but Utah, yeah, you probably onto something there.
Philly fans are actually fun. Like the hate, the levels of hate that they're willing to go to, I actually respect it. Because they don't discriminate against who they hate against.
Yeah.
They will hate their own team.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They will hate a player on their own damn team. It's not, don't take it personal.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you stink or if you're really good and you're the opposing player, they're going to hate on you. If you stink and you're a current player for their team, they're going to boo you, man.
New York fans are similar.
Yeah.
They're the same way.
Those Philly fans were booing the kids who were shagging fly balls last night.
You got
a couple of those were catchable.
Yeah.
Be better.
Let's just be honest. You're out there for a reason.
You got to use your feet.
When you're raised that way, you got no choice but to be better. Those young men and young women will be better baseball players because of it.
They got picked for a reason to catch the ball.
Catch the damn ball. What are you there for?
Get out in the outfield and play drop.
Yeah. No, you play catch. What are we doing?
Well said, guys. Well said. I agree.
From my standpoint, I say the worst fans are in Toronto for the NHL. They sit on their hands the whole game. It's very little atmosphere. It's not like...
A little bougie?
Yeah. Well, they're so arrogant. They just are. They think, wow, so much. Oh, you impress me. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
What do they call them? The suits?
Yeah. Basically, they sit there and, there's no... you'd never see a tarps off moment in Toronto, ever. How dare you?
It's beneath them.
Come on.
There's children here.
Everybody in the crowd is better at hockey than anybody on the ice.
That makes
sense.
sense.
Ask them.
Yeah.
Just ask them at the bar later on that night. They'll tell you. There you go. One breakaway away from the show,
Got hurt.
Hurt. Coach hated
knee injury.
me. Yeah, Coach screwed me over. I got sidetracked by girls. How about the fact you're going to get way more girls if you keep playing hockey?
I would tell them.
You
have no clue.
Yeah.
So don't give me that one. But yeah, I don't fancy them.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of other, Yankee, Cowboy, Laker fan is pretty annoying.
Do they have
Laker
to like
fans
all three?
ain't bad.
Oh, yeah, no, they like all three
They
of them.
usually do, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Laker fans aren't that bad. I stand with the Laker fans. Those Cowboy fans are damn delusional, though.
They think they're going to win every year.
Every year. 30 years since they made to an NFC Championship game. But every year, man, it's their year. I think they're a bit delusional. That team showed up for a game and didn't even know the game was being played that
was
day.
A tough one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, against the Packers. Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Wait, we're playing today? Yeah, man, you got a game. Packers are here. Why ain't nobody tell us?
I know we did. We practiced.
28-0 in the first half.
Oh.
Wait, what are we doing?
That was rough.
Is there a part of you that just wants to see it happen? See them
what?
win a Super Bowl?
No,
just to see it happen.
40 years of arrogance after
Hell no.
Nah,
boys.
okay.
I'm good. I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it a couple
See,
times.
Yeah, we saw it a few times.
I've never seen it. So
Yeah,
which
no, we
is
saw
saying
it.
something.
True.
That's how bad they've been.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. There's like a part of me, like I really don't want them to win because it is pretty funny that they always lose.
Sure.
Not that my team has won anything ever, but I don't know. There's like a part of me like, what would this look like? You know what? No, okay.
It's fine.
Got somebody here says 100% the worst fans are Kansas City Jayhawk fans. I would assume that's a Missouri Tiger fan.
No, what would lead you to believe that?
And just leave it there.
I do
You got
remember.
your pound of flesh. Don't worry.
I do remember there was a radio host in Kansas that got really hyped up when Kansas beat Mizzou. This was a while ago when Kansas beat Mizzou in basketball.
Certainly not football.
And was like, hey, this isn't a big deal. And all of them just crushed that radio host.
I
They
remember that
crushed
too.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, why
It was a while ago.
Why are you celebrating?
Like, it's just
What's your
Mizzou
deal?
basketball. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we've won national championships.
Right.
I mean, the guy's not wrong.
There
he
was
wasn't wrong.
clips that were taken
Yeah.
out of context.
It was on MySpace, actually.
Yeah, it was.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, definitely was on MySpace.
I heard that host didn't care.
In fact, probably said some other things just to get them riled up again.
All right, bacon-wrapped wiener blank is the most exciting stadium in the pros, NHL, NFL, Major League Baseball.
Most exciting?
Exciting.
Cowboy Stadium is pretty damn nice.
I haven't been there, so I don't know how exciting it is.
I think any college, like
Yeah, the
college
right.
atmosphere.
I've never been to Death Valley, either Death Valleys, but LSU I was singing.
Why are there two Death Valley? How can that be?
I don't know.
A lot of people died.
In both places?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, night game.
It's like it's
night game
multiple
in
people
Baton
named Jim,
Rouge.
right? You can name it what you want to name it, right?
It's a good try.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think that would be a cool experience.
Death Valley, Friday night,
Yeah,
Saturday
night game,
I mean?
Saturday night.
Which one?
He thinks LSU. He doesn't
Baton
even
Rouge.
talking about the
No, I'm not even
Clemson
talking about
Tigers.
Yeah, touching that rock.
Yeah,
Both
talking about the
Tiger
other
teams.
Tigers. Go Tigers.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
they're really unoriginal. Both of them.
Now you have a Lion team. The Nittany Lions are Happy Valley, right?
Yeah, they're
They're very happy. Even though their team loses in big
Can't be
games,
very happy
they're always
with that
happy.
Valley these days.
That whiteout is something to see, though. It is.
Big House is cool.
It is. It is.
It's more visually stunning, though, believe it or not.
Big House?
You and I have talked about this. Because it's a bowl that goes straight out, so the sound goes straight up. It's loud, don't get me wrong, but it's more visually impressive. When you're like standing there and you're looking around, you're like, there is a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's wild. And then you're standing there wearing a Michigan T-shirt that your neighbor gave you. He played for a national championship team. Meanwhile, he's left for a couple of minutes to go down and see somebody he knows. And you're standing there in a Michigan shirt, and you're like, let's go. Yeah, and you look around and you see nothing but green Notre Dame fans. You're like, heck hey, so I'm in the visitors section.
Not great.
Neighbor came back and was like, oh yeah, we're in the wrong spot. Take us to another spot. I got down on the field at one point. I was like, this is pretty good.
That's awesome.
I'm with the right guy right now.
Yeah, you are. All right. Marsh, you got one more for us?
Yes. Low Life Dad. Blank is the most disrespected athlete today besides Lamar Jackson. I don't know if you saw Lamar Jackson in like the top players in the NFL like rankings like slipped.
You're like
very
68,
far.
wasn't he?
Something like that.
60 something.
So besides Lamar Jackson, who's the most disrespected athlete
Today.
Oh, today. That's a good question.
In football or in general?
In general, yeah,
That's
they
tough.
said athlete.
That's broad.
Disrespected.
Think about that one.
Somebody really disrespected in baseball? I don't think so. Football.
It's going to have to be in football or hockey, in my opinion. It's got to be someone who brings more to the table than what the face value is of them as a player. Like Sasha Barkov, but he's very respected, but he's under the radar. You know, like Anze Kopitar used to kind of be that guy where he was a star, but he wasn't considered like, he wasn't McKinnon or McDavid.
Right.
But you can't win without guys like him.
Oh, sure.
So I don't know, but football will be...
I feel like it's got to be football.
Gotta be a
If we're
quarterback.
talking about the most disrespected, I also have to account for like more eyeballs in the game of football
Like
than
Joe Flacco.
hockey.
Joe Flacco.
It's a great pick, yeah. Hall of Famer, right?
Kyrie Irving came to mind for me.
What about Kevin Durant?
No.
Like,
No.
well, I'm just thinking about all the people who are like, oh, Kevin Durant's on his burner accounts. Oh, he went to Golden State to win a ring. Like, he's still a really good basketball player.
But all of that's true.
All of it, including him being a good basketball player.
Yeah. So is it disrespectful if it's true?
Well, are we
I don't think so.
disrespecting him
Yeah.
how? Like,
If
because they
you're-
don't like him, or
Yeah, if
they
you're-
don't think he's good?
If you're telling the truth, well, I guess you could be disrespectful if you're telling the truth.
Dak Prescott gets a lot of hate.
He does.
He does.
Because he plays for the Cowboys.
And he puts up really good numbers. Now, he hasn't won anything, but still.
Neither is Lamar, though.
No, he hasn't.
Dak is hated often.
Okay.
He's hated.
Kyler Murray is hated.
Well, yeah, but he's done nothing, so.
I'm just saying.
Justin Herbert.
Wow.
Jay Herbo, Anthony's favorite quarterback.
Now, okay, so most
He's
disrespected.
dogged a lot.
Do these players have to be good?
They should be.
I think so.
But it's just most
Kyle Pitts.
disrespected athlete.
Kyle Pitts.
I think he's good.
Kirk
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's the answer,
Kirk
right?
Chains. All this guy does is get paid, man, and Anthony hates him. All he does is get paid.
I think that's why he hates him.
And Anthony hates him. Nobody. I mean, there's only like two guys made more money than him in his career.
He ain't done yet.
And he ain't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
All he's done is get paid, man. Get paid, young man. Get paid.
For one playoff win. He's made all that.
They don't
That was
ask
a big
how.
playoff win.
They ask how many.
No, I'm
Millions.
asking how many.
How many millions?
How many
How many
playoff wins?
millions?
You and I both realized that at the same time. We're like, no, wins.
And you know what? Some people believe that playoff win had a little controversy to it. Maybe a push-off in the end zone.
Kyle Rudolph
against the
in
Saints.
New Orleans.
Maybe a push-off. Could have been an OPI.
Maybe.
I don't think that, though.
No, because you're a Vikings fan. You love it. How did Kirko do the following weekend?
Well, his
Santa Clara.
his OC quit on the team.
Yeah.
Decided to become a head coach for the Browns.
Right. How'd that work out?
Well, now he's your head coach.
Worked out pretty damn well, sounds like.
Two-time coach of the year. That'll end. Is Major League Baseball unable to get out of its own way? We'll dive into that next on 101 ESPN.
Well, if you're having problems with your property right now where you've got a bunch of pests, insects, bugs, rodents, people that are taking over your yard and your space without you wanting it to happen, call my friends over at Amco Ranger. They were out again today, just doing their routine checkup. They had put some things out there for some mole action that they had found. I got a long text message and basically said, hey, look, while I was exploring the property, I saw some other little trails. We're going to set some traps over there too, cleaned out the old traps. Just a full breakdown of what is going on. And I can honestly tell you that my yard has not been a better place than it is right now. I've had other companies come out there not be able to solve things and not really tell me what they're doing. Just throw me the bill at the end of the week and we're done. No, Amco Ranger doesn't do that. They believe in customer satisfaction. They have a family-owned business for over 60 years. A-plus BBB rated business. All the employees are well-trained and they do one heck of a job. So if you've got any of those things I talked about, again, that's spiders, ants, roaches, bees, moles, anything like that in your yard, call Amco Ranger. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. That number is 636-441-2847. That's 636-441-2847 or visit AmcoRanger.com.
article by Jesse Rogers and Jorge Castillo at ESPN.com. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred refutes that there's an MLBPA criticism above salary cap ads. So Rob Manfred and MLBPA interim executive director Bruce Meyer shared differing views on the, quote, level the field advertising campaign expressing the league's desire for a salary cap within the next collective bargaining agreement. The ads have been airing this season in an attempt to sway public support for Major League Baseball's proposed economic system, and they come as the league boasts increased attendance and general positive vibe about the product on the fields. I think when you have a difficult public issue, particularly when the other side of the issue is being very public about what their views are on the negotiation, I think it's incumbent on us to keep our fans informed of our view of the world, Manfred said Tuesday morning from the All-Star Game, particularly given sometimes the other side may not be completely accurate or fair in terms of their recantation of what's going on. Yeah, they could probably say the same thing about you and the owners there, Rob. Meyer fired back, insisting the league can't have it both ways, and declared the sport is in a good place, but that it's also in need of fixing. He says, I've watched over the last 2 years how the owners, the commissioner's office, try to convince fans, the consumers of their product, that the product is broken. I think it's perverse. Case in point is leading up to this All-Star Game. Any of us who watch baseball are seeing ads not so much for the MLB All-Star Game, not promoting the game, not promoting the players, but promoting the league's desire for a salary cap. Major League Baseball can't get out of its own way.
What are they supposed to do, though?
But what
is Major League Baseball supposed to do?
Why would he take the platform right now? Use the platform that he has to talk about that.
Well, I'm sure someone paid to have that at that specific time.
Some idiot paid him to do it. The timing's terrible.
It may be, but it's a negotiation. And if you are trying to gain... I'm always on the player side, but I don't see if we're negotiating.
I'm not always on the player side.
I'm about 95% of the time.
As a business owner, you should understand that.
I do, which is why I'm saying as Major League Baseball, I don't have a problem with them trying to get people, sway people to their side of things, saying, look at us, not us.
I have a huge problem. The timing is terrible.
So when people say that, there's never a perfect time. Like, you can say the timing is terrible. You can say the timing is terrible.
I disagree.
Why would they do it right after the All-Star Game? All the pub that they just all the great things that just took. Like, you can say, well, why would they do it at the trade deadline? Why would they do it during the playoffs? Why? It's always going to be. There could never be a perfect time. Air quotes.
No, there's never a perfect time, but there's a better time.
How do you know that?
Because you look at a gap in the schedule. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that. Listen.
Even if it was at a different time, I guarantee you MLB Players Association would still have an issue with it.
They're going to have an issue with everything.
So what difference does it make?
The owners are breathing. They have an issue with that.
Right. So
let's just be honest.
If you're going to be pissed off either way whenever I do it, what difference does it make?
From an aggressive standpoint, okay, I get it. You just drop the bomb when most of the eyeballs and ears
That's why they did it.
But that's not, here's the problem I have with that. That is not negotiating. That is bullying.
It's dirty.
It's dirty.
No question.
So, but my point is, Carey, what does Rob Manfred and the owners think the players are going to do when, one, you drop it now, and two, you word it like this, and all the things say, I'd be like, screw you. But now, if he brings it in a gap in the season where it's just the season that's going on, nothing. It's viewed differently.
I see. That's where we disagree, because I think no matter when you play this ad, the MLB Players Association is going to say, screw you.
Well, they're going to say that. But again, we've established that they're saying screw you no matter
what. No matter when.
Rob Manfred could come on and say, you know what, I like the MLBPA. Be like, yeah, he's up to something.
If you are going to be mad either way, why do I care about... I'm trying to maximize when I have, as you just said, the most eyeballs.
But you are also in the promotion business.
Correct.
Entertainment business.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you can do is constantly be at war with your product. It's the worst thing you can do, is to constantly be at odds. You wonder why some fans do get sick of it. The true sports fans, well, I'm here no matter what, right? That's fine. You are. But the casual fan starts to see this war, and then where baseball's really going to lose footing is if it actually does go to the lockout. It will go to the lockout, and fans, just like people did over COVID, they found other things to watch. There's Netflix is massive now because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like all these things that happened, people found other things to do. And so I guess when I go into negotiations of anything that it pertains to any of my companies or businesses, or even when I was a player, I realized that there somewhere in this negotiation, there was going to be a level playing field. Like, we're going to find medium ground here. But these guys go into it, even both sides are guilty. They're going into it not wanting that. They want it completely lopsided the other way and deal with it.
So
that's not a negotiation.
Correct. So
that's
if you're
a hostile takeover.
100%. So, and again, I'm generally on the player side, but if you're MLB and you got one side saying, salary cap is a non-starter, we're not even going to talk about it. Like, you're not, what you just said, coming to the table, negotiating fairly, it's not there.
I know.
So why do I now have to negotiate fairly in terms of not sending these ads out to try to garner, appeal and get the fan base to say.
Comment is both sides are to blame.
100%.
Both sides are to blame. But the players, have not yet taken the platform of soliciting fans. They haven't really didn't outwardly solicit fans to be on their side of their no salary cap.
Yeah.
The owners now are starting to like a political campaign. You're getting pop-ups on Facebook. Like it's not that you're now soliciting people.
My next question is, what does that really do? I mean, it may put pressure on the players, but I don't think that ad is going to sway the players and say, oh, no, the fans are pissed off. What do we do now?
No.
I don't think that matters.
I agree.
Right.
It just creates bad blood.
Yeah.
My whole point is just not that it's creating an advantage or a disadvantage. The timing's terrible, and it all it does is create more bad blood.
If I could be Switzerland here, I think you're both right. I really do. Because, Jamie, you're right. It's not a negotiation. They're just two sides pecking, going back and forth, just pecking at each other. And CD, you're absolutely right. The biggest misconception here is that either side gives a damn about the fans.
Correct.
They don't. The owners certainly don't. They want our money.
Yes.
And the players certainly don't. They want the owners' money. Mm-hmm. So you're right. It's not going to change anything. We're not going to view it as, oh, these owners, they're fantastic. It doesn't matter. We don't have a say anyways.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I take that back. The only say we have is we don't have to go back. If you decide to lock out the players, or there's a stoppage in Major League Baseball, we don't have to go back. That's the choice we have as fans. That's the only choice we have.
That's a terrible choice, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Like if I'm an owner or I'm a player, I'm like, that's a terrible choice.
But we don't have we don't have a spot at the table.
No, I don't.
Which is sad.
We did get a text from a 314. Perfect timing exists. It was perfectly timed when that alien walked across that birthday party in the Signs documentary.
Very true. Absolutely. It really was. Yeah. That's kind of creepy, too, when you think about it. Mm-hmm. Sitting there, you're watching a birthday event, all of a sudden, some alien walks by. It's tough, Jamie.
Happens.
It's real tough. Biggest question of the day next on 101 ESPN.
time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. Speaking of Marsh, he's got the biggest question of the day, or I guess maybe it should be me today, since I posed the question. So I read this article at ESPN.com about the Chicago Bulls, who are in transition. And this is a organization that, as we all know, dominated the 90s because of Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen and everybody else. But the question of can Bryson Graham rebuild the Bulls wasn't obviously something I wanted to focus on. As I was reading through the article, I thought of the question of, can an organization change the habits that made it mediocre? Because the Bulls became a mediocre to bad organization post Michael Jordan. The Cardinals, in the tail end of John Mozeliak's tenure, or maybe not even the tail end, just the end, we'll just call it, they became a club that was just steep in mediocrity. And as I was reading through the article with the Bulls repeatedly chose to do a couple of things. One, compete for the play-in. Does that sound like anything to you guys? Sound familiar? Just get in, baby. Just get in.
Yeah.
Number one thing, avoid losing seasons. How many times do we have to hear, well, the Cardinals have a bunch of winning seasons. They don't have losing seasons. Okay. Doesn't mean you're great. Doesn't mean you're good. Just means you're above average. Avoid rebuilding. Up until now, the Cardinals have avoided rebuilds, and I understand why. I'm not critical of that. Rebuilds suck as fans. We're quite fortunate the Cardinals have done well here.
Yes.
Typically, rebuilds are awful. Avoid taking major risk. That was the one that sounded alarm bells to me because I often said with Mo, he was so risk averse.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, there's a lot of comparisons here. My question is, for the biggest question, can Chaim Bloom or any organization that is stuck in mediocrity, can they change the habits that made it mediocre? And what does that look like?
I think Chaim is doing it right now.
I agree. So what's important, Jamie, when it comes to Bloom rebuilding this?
One, I think being as open as you can be with your fan base about what the process is, what the plan is moving forward. And if you say something to the fans, then you back it up by doing it with actions. Mm-hmm. I think Chaim Bloom has done that. I think that, finding talent is great, but you have to find the right talent.
Sure.
Because if you just get a bunch of prima donna talent, that doesn't mean you're building a winner. Doesn't. It means you got 2 or 3 or a handful of talented players, but you may never win.
Right.
So, in my opinion, when you're building a roster, you have to build a roster correctly, identifying what talent you need, what positions you need, and then what kind of character you need from those players. And then you have to get out of your comfort zone every now and then when you realize that there's a moment to do so. I think the J.J. Weatherholt extension is a perfect example of the Cardinals, Chaim Bloom, and the DeWitt family out of their comfort zone by giving a large extension to a player who's played half a season. Mm-hmm. And banking on his future success and also making him part of the leadership group moving forward. So I think that all of those things together has what has led to where the Cardinals are right now. And it's not perfect. They still got a lot of baseball left. Right. But it feels different. The plan has been different. The process has been different. And then the risk, there has been some risk involved with some of these things, especially the J.J. Weatherholt contract, which I don't know would have happened previously.
Sure.
So I think mediocre franchises, when you have great players, they mask a lot of issues.
Yeah, true.
You talked about the Bulls. You got the greatest player of all time. It's almost running on autopilot because some of the things that he's able to do can kind of mask some of the issues that you've dealt with. I think when you're looking at the Cardinals, Yadier Molina playing catcher for 20 years masked a lot of issues that organization had. His first year going, I told people it was like when you got an A student doing a group project and he just tells everybody in the group, I got it, don't worry about it.
Right.
That's what Yadier Molina was to that pitching staff. I can do all of the work. I'll give you the answers. Just nod and smile.
Slap your name on it. We'll be good.
And we're good.
Yeah.
But then
Sounds like a Karen, right, Jay?
When the great player leaves, that A student isn't there.
Right.
And now everybody has to be a part of the group project. And they're like, well, what are we supposed to do? We've never done it.
Right.
So I think that's how you get out of having great players help mask those issues. And if you are trying to get out of mediocrity, you have to reassess and change some of the things that you had been doing or not been doing, because that great player was doing it for you.
Sure.
And start doing it. And I think that that's what the Cardinals have done.
Yeah.
I think they have started doing the things that needed to be done when those great players are no longer here. And you basically start from scratch. You look around the rest of the league and say, okay, who does this really well? Okay, let's steal a little bit of that. Let's use that philosophy. Let's take that mindset and use that. Let's use this from this organization, and then you put it all together and you make it your own.
Right, that's the key too.
And because what the Dodgers do probably won't work for you.
What now?
Why? Because they spend Anthony. It's a money problem. We'll talk about it off here.
Got it.
What the Phillies do might not work for you. What the Rays do might not work for you. But you can take pieces of each organization or what works from certain organizations and implement it into what you're trying to do, and then start to have success. And you hire the people. Chaim Bloom looks to be a great hire thus far.
Yeah.
You bring him in, he shifts and moves some things around, and now you're seeing, the fruits of that labor. Things are trending in the right direction. You got a young second baseman that you just paid a lot of money to. You got a right fielder who a lot of people wrote off over the last few years, and now he's, headed towards the level that a lot of people thought that he would be when he first came up a few years ago. So you're seeing the work starting to make sense, in my opinion.
I think you both nailed it. A couple of things I wrote down. One, every decision should point toward one vision. So I read in the article, one of the former staff member of the Bulls said nobody knew what the goal was. How devastating! You don't have so you lack you're a ship that lacks a rudder. You have no direction. Organizations don't fail from one bad decision. They fail because the decisions don't match. They don't fit. There's no building blocks there. It's just this sounds good for right now, and tomorrow I might do something else. Well, do you have one vision? It's not just draft a raw prospect. How does that prospect fit into what your goal is? Cardinals just had a great draft. One of the things we talked about yesterday was they want guys that absolutely love baseball. Saw with J.J. Weatherholt. You're seeing it with some of these other draft picks that they just made. That's not the only part of it, but you got to have one vision as an organization from the top bottom. So if somebody knows which way to row the boat.
Not every plan is going to go as planned. Do you think that this group, when adversity strikes, are they able to course correct and keep them on that path?
It does.
The vision that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because things did not go well in Boston for Chaim Bloom. They had somewhat of a plan, but somebody threw a wrench in that plan.
Right.
It didn't work out. Exactly. It could be the owner.
Sure.
It could be anything. It could be a player that doesn't work out. Do you think that Chaim Bloom and his group are the right group when adversity strikes? They're still going to keep pressing forward.
Assuming that the DeWitts allow him to execute his plan, yes. You brought up a great example of Chaim Bloom taking over in Boston, and it was like, hey, get us under the luxury tax. That's your main goal. And also try to, rebuild the farm system. Well, he did both, but they didn't win and right away, and Bloom was out of a job quickly. The other example is Paul DePodesta in Cleveland. He was going to go with this Moneyball approach, right, wrong, or indifferent in Cleveland. We're going to build through the drafts. Next thing you know, the Haslams come in with a guaranteed contract for Deshaun Watson and put it just right in the middle of the room. Well, that wasn't his vision, but now he's got to work around this. Yeah. So as long as the DeWitts allow Chaim Bloom to execute his vision and not get in the way, but support him, I think they're going to be fine. But Bloom doesn't strike me as somebody that has tunnel vision. You know, it happens a lot where guys just have this one evaluator falls in love with one type of player. It doesn't seem like Bloom operates under that.
Well, it also seems and feels like he has the support of ownership.
I agree.
Like he's not having his hand held to the fire to change things immediately. Like in Boston at one point, he had his hand held to the fire.
Yeah.
Get rid of like the top price guy. Get
Mookie Betts or Rafael Devers. Who do you want to keep? Who do you want to get rid of?
That's not a great way to be going about it.
No, I agree. I agree. All right, that's your biggest question of the day here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. So what problems can coordinators actually solve? There's an article in The Athletic that broke down the new play callers in the NFL and some of the biggest questions that they have with their current teams. And Carey, I was thinking about you with this because you have often talked about, a player that just simply can't do something. Mm-hmm. Well, that's out of the play caller's control then, right? So what is actually in his control? And then what is something that they can actually develop given the situation? So we'll talk about that next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, got up this morning, got my workout in, went to the gym. I feel outstanding. And you know that mentality has helped me do that. They have been a lifesaver, a game changer for me because I was often tired. Mm-hmm. I would be too sluggish to get up and go work out in the morning. I'd be too tired after work to go work out in the evening. And I just didn't want to. And then I'd have to go coach my son's team. I was just like, I'm tired, man. I don't have enough energy to get all of this done. Mentality has definitely changed that for me. I know it's changed it for you as well.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? You're like, oh, I now think about, well, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Because of the way I feel. Weekends come, or even a day like today, running around before the show. You get different summer camps and things like that. I'm dropping off and going grocery shopping. I'm, communicating with the wife over stuff that we got tonight. I get a baseball game to coach tonight. I'm revving to go. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, if you feel constantly tired, you're dragging throughout the course of the day, you're not getting good sleep, you're not getting in the gym, you're not doing the things you want to do, why hold yourself back? Visit Mentality.
They do a great job, and they have the testosterone replacement therapy. They also have the peptides. They've learned from treating over 25,000 men that you can't just rely on the testosterone anymore. You can add the peptides, and that can actually help you feel the best that you can feel. 2 great locations, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. I go to Chesterfield. Anthony goes to South County.
One today.
If you can't get in there personally, go online today. Visit them, lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com, and that's Mentality.
last night on 101 ESPN. So there was an interesting breakdown in The Athletic today talking about the new play callers around the National Football League, and they were asking certain questions about whether it's the quarterback situation or the overarching theme was how much can this new play caller solve with their new team. So, for example, Carey's Pittsburgh Steelers. They hired Mike McCarthy, who now is reunited with Aaron Rodgers.
Problem solved.
So the question for them was, can he and Aaron Rodgers lead the Steelers back to the promised land? Without going, like, if you want to talk about the Steelers situation specifically, that's great. We can certainly do so. But my question was more overarching. Mm-hmm. And Jamie, this is where you come in with hockey, or if, we have a broader discussion about baseball. Instead of, what is one thing each new offensive coordinator or play caller has to solve, my question is, what problems can coordinators or managers or head coaches or assistant coaches actually solve, and what problems are completely beyond their control? Because some of this is going to be beyond Mike McCarthy's control, or Brian Daboll in Tennessee's control, or Mike McDaniel, who's now the Chargers OC.
You can't control injuries, obviously. There's nothing you can do about that. If those things take place or occur, good luck, especially at certain positions, quarterback specifically. Mm-hmm. I think what new offensive coordinators, or coordinators in general, they bring a breath of fresh air at times. Generally, if that guy is a new coordinator or a new play caller for the team, the guy before him probably got fired. In most instances, the entire staff got fired because things weren't going that well, or he got promoted. The Eagles of the last few years had that happen as well. But I think it just brings new life into that team, and it gives you a different philosophy, a different voice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the same voice gets stale, whether that's the head coach or the play caller. I think that helps, and it allows those players to actually be ready to roll, because it's something different than they haven't had. And, you want to impress this new play caller. You want the play caller to look at you and say, hey, I want to get this guy the ball. Yeah. I want this guy to trust me in order for me to be, come crunch time, one of the numbers that he's looking on his sheet and trying to figure out how to get this player the ball in this situation. So, each team obviously has their own issues. And you talked about Tennessee. They got a young quarterback. A lot of guys dropped a lot of passes last year. Mm-hmm. For the Steelers, they added a couple of receivers in the offseason, one in the draft, one in the in free agency. That's going to help them. But can they keep the quarterback upright? Like, each team has warts.
By the way, Jalen Waddle. Remember the other day, we were talking about wide receiver. Somebody got a wide receiver in the AFC, and I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah. And I attributed it to Kansas City. It was Denver. It was Jalen Waddle. I completely forgot Waddle went to Denver.
Yes.
So, sorry. Just reminded me of it. Go.
But no, I think that, each team, has things that they have to figure out to make them a better team. I mean, the Detroit Lions got a new offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. You have to balance not having Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Like, each team has something that has changed from the year before, and how do you get the most out of those players?
Carey, it's interesting, and Jamie, this is something you can speak to, too. What you just illustrated, Carey, it's not about play calling. It's about problem solving.
Correct.
That's what these guys, whether you're a head coach or an offensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator, that's what you're doing. You are trying to solve a problem. And if you go through that article and go step by step, that's what it is. It's a problem that is now fallen on the desk of Mike McCarthy or Mike McDaniel or Kevin Stefanski, whoever it is. And Jamie, as a coach yourself, I'm sure that's the big thing. You step into a new role with a team, and you're a coach, you're a problem solver. It's less about X's and O's at that point.
Yeah, you're right. But I think the number one thing the coach or coaches have to realize is what you currently have on your roster, what they're good at, what they're not good at, where you can make a difference, where you can't, and then you build your scheme or your playbook or whatever it is, a philosophy. Because if I come walking into, let's just say, the Blues locker room right now with the Detroit Red Wings 2002 playbook, the power play, the set.
Ain't going to work.
Homeboy, that ain't working. That ain't working.
Yeah.
So each coaching staff, and Jim Montgomery and Greg Cronin and Vinny Prospel, they will have to identify, okay, first of all, let's look at our roster. And they'll categorize their talent. Who is our elite talent for this team, or maybe for the league? Who is our mid-tier? Who's our bottom talent? Who are some of the younger guys who can push for some of these jobs? And how do we best see this team playing? What style? What kind of forecheck? What kind of power play? Now that we have a net front presence in Mason McTavish, how does that change things? Where does he go? Where does McMichael go? Where does Robert Thomas go? You have all these pieces now that you have to figure out, in theory, what it's going to look like. And then everything changes your first go-around when you start playing the games. Because some of the things that you talked about will be successful. Some of them won't be. You'll have to be able to adjust, but not adjust like throw away the playbook. The adjustments are small. Because if you do the whole, like, oh, we got to change all this, it's too much. And that's where you see a lot of teams struggle, is when the coaching staffs from game to game, week to week, try to change too much.
Yeah.
It's too hard. You got to be confident in what your the blueprint is, and then you have to be able to make subtle changes on the blueprint without really noticing a difference, but again, making the product better.
Yeah, and not showing any sort of panic at all.
And you got to call, hey guys, we got a little tweak here. Not like we've readjusted the penalty kill. No, hey guys, we thought we got a team coming up here. Let's adjust our penalty kill a little bit there. Just you're selling as much as coaching sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, that is interesting, because if you do it that way and you do it right, the players will buy in. If you do it wrong, the players retreat back to their own corners and say, I'm just going to do it whatever the damn way I want it.
He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right, we got to do it.
I've been on those teams where I've had coaches panic, and from week to week, you're changing everything. And the first thing this player, he's lost. He has no idea. We don't even know what the hell we're doing anymore.
Right.
And that's when you really get problems.
Yeah. Real quick on that article, though, the one thing that was interesting, everything bottlenecks. Arizona, question, quarterback talent. Atlanta, choosing the quarterback. Baltimore, finding explosives. Cleveland, quarterback stability. Denver, quarterback development. Detroit, restoring identity with the quarterback. Washington, protecting the quarterback. Different teams, same question. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN, and we've got the Daily Drop next, boys.
Let's go.
Let's hear from you, the listener, next on 101 ESPN.
All right, summer is creeping along. Maybe you are still sitting there wondering how to sell your home. You're trying to get a new home. Maybe before school, you've got kids. You don't want to have moving while in school, and you're struggling. It's stressful. I understand that. A lot of people go through it. This is why I recommend that you call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria has helped thousands of families over her 23 years in real estate, and she understands where the market is currently and where the market is going. And she has strategies in place, and she also has buyers in waiting. So let's say you list your house for a certain price. The moment you list that home, Gloria Lou has a group of people, her buyers in waiting, that are ready, willing, and able to put an offer in on that home. And what that does is it gives you exactly what you want for your asking price, hopefully anyways, but it gets you to the closing table a lot quicker. It's an advantage that you have by choosing Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. So please give her a call. When you do, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
This month, Auto Center's Nissan out in Herculaneum, Missouri, loaded with over 1,000 new and used vehicles, all in one location, right off I-55, just minutes from South County. Highly recommend checking out the brand new Pathfinders. Awesome. I love driving mine right now. My wife also has a pre-owned Pathfinder that we got from Auto Center's Nissan. I love the SUV. I love how it drives. I love the fact that it's got the third row, which is really convenient for our family because we've got 3 kids. Lincoln's still in a car seat, so getting in and out for summer camps and school and all that can be a bit of a hassle. But now with the Pathfinder, love it. If you're not in the market for a new Pathfinder, you can check out 2026 Rogues or Muranos or Frontier models. Including the Pathfinder. They're all available with 0% APR for 60 months. Plus, every new Pathfinder, every new Nissan, I should say, comes with the 30-day return promise. Within 30 days, if you're not completely sold on the vehicle, bring it back to Auto Center's Nissan. They'll refund your money, set you up with something else. You have a little peace of mind when you're driving off the lot. Buyers can also take advantage of no money down and no payments for up to 6 months on select new and used vehicles. And before you head in, go to AutoCentersNissan.com. Pick the vehicle you want and look for the green Claim My Buyer's Bonus button, because when you do that, you can unlock an additional up to an additional $1,000 off the sales price exclusively at AutoCentersNissan.com. When you do head to the dealership in Herculaneum, tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. If you have missed anything from today's show, including our Home Run Derby and All-Star Game coverage and conversations, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Jordan Walker is a Home Run Derby champion. He is the first St. Louis Cardinal player to win the event as he took down Kyle Schwarber in the final round, 12-11. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have the All-Star Game. Pre-game starts at 6. First pitch is at 7. But coming up next, we have the Daily Drop. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
All right, time for our Daily Drop. Let's get right to it. Let's hear from our gal, Lisa.
Hey, guys. So how fun was last night for so many reasons. I remember texting your friends when Albert was so close to 700, or when Albert hit the ball against the Houston Astros in 2005. Of course, 2011. But those text messages are so fun between friends and family. And then the other part that I just loved so much was his family, his extremely wicked, smart family, but his grandma and the pride that they felt. And this young man he likes that, like, the booing and that attention from, oh, I'm going to put my best out here no matter what you say or do. So, Jordan Walker, thank you so much for putting the excitement back into a team that so many of us love so much. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to that amazing family that you were raised by. All right, guys, it was just a special night. I mean, everybody was texting. My friends from Chicago, the White Sox, not Cubs fans, White Sox fans. Lisa, what the hell?
It was a special night, and I too enjoyed a lot of the anecdotes that was shared by Jordan Walker's family, or by the crew as they were talking about, like Jordan Walker when he was 6 years old.
Yeah.
Apparently hit a shot that went across a fence and hit his grandmother's car. And
I shouldn't have been parked there.
Shouldn't have been standing there. And they asked if, like, hey, was Grandma upset? And she was half and half. She was a little ticked because the car got dinged, but also realized that Jordan Walker, grandson, was going somewhere.
Pretty impressed with the hit.
Yeah. He's 6 years old.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
Lisa's right. That is one of the components last night that I did enjoy, is them talking to his family and them being present. It's always nice to see that there's a human side to these athletes. And I think that gets overlooked because we're in the media and we're fans and we treat them like commodities just as much as the owners do sometimes.
Yeah.
It was a nice moment for that family to see, because, Carey, you know this, and you guys all know this. When you go through tough times as a professional athlete, you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Your family's wearing it too, because now you try not to drag them down with you, and you don't. But they read social media. They're living it. They read the paper.
They're going through it with you.
Believe it or not, their friends are asking them, like,
what's going on?
What's up with Jordan, man? Like, are the Cardinals really ruined him that bad?
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, like, so for that moment last night, it was nice to see, like, look at this movie. He may never get another moment like that. I hope he gets a million of them, but he may never get another moment like that. And it was cool.
It was really cool. It was fun to watch. It was good for him. We've talked about it all season long. Like, the more success you have, the more confident you become. Those things just kind of go hand in hand. And, I think he's playing at the highest level, obviously, that he's played as a major leaguer. But it's fun to watch, man. It's a credit to the work that he's put in. It's the credit to the work that the organization has continued to believe in him and trust him to do this. And so, to have your family in that moment. And Jamie, I think you would know this as well. Sometimes as a player, you don't feel the amount of stress and pressure. Like, my dad used to be stressed out.
Yeah.
Like, he was stressed. He would be stressed out watching me play. Oh, God. Like, he told me, like, during the Super Bowl, like, I was the kick return. He's like, oh, my God, they're kicking him the ball. I've been doing this all year. He's like, I couldn't take it.
So is he. So is your dad.
Right.
He's been doing it all year.
All year.
Too.
Like, he's stressed out watching.
He was stressed then. He's going to be even more stressed now.
Continue to be stressed out. So
that's one thing we know as fathers, as parents, is even no matter what level of sports, or if your son or daughter's a musician or whatever it is that they do, where they get put on a public platform where people are watching, whether it's parents, friends, or it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It adds a level of stress.
Yeah.
You want them to succeed.
You don't want nothing to go bad. You don't want anything to go poorly. You want everything to work out well. Yep. Just be great, child. So
please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought his family was awesome. Outside of Jordan Walker himself, I thought they stole the show. They kept showing them anytime he hit a home run, they were excited.
I agree.
That entire stadium full of Philly fans were rooting against him. They wanted Schwarber to win, but at the end they showed his family, and even there were some Philly fans around them that were giving him high fives because of how excited they were. I thought it was really cool. His dad was hilarious too.
He was.
I think Dad may have had a couple of wobbly
Good
pops.
for him. Heck yeah, enjoy yourself.
He was fast and loose, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Have fun, but be careful out there.
Yes, he should.
Bacon-wrapped wiener texted in, Lisa better root for Ollie tonight.
Oh, she can't do that.
I didn't hear Lisa talk about Ollie at all.
Nope.
Come on, Lisa.
She probably wanted Ollie to, not be out there with Jordan.
Don't let him wear the Cardinals.
Don't wear the Cardinals cap. All right, Marsh, do you want to save some of those mic drops maybe for tomorrow? Do you want to play more?
Let's do one more.
All right,
Why don't we go to
want
Chuck?
Chuck? All right, here we go.
Chuck here. Going into this season, I expected to get in the lottery for the first overall pick in the draft. I was getting excited about that. And now, after last night and the season we've had, I got chills last night when Jordan Walker just silenced the Phillies fans. I mean, what did he send home? Like 60,000 unhappy people? That's awesome. I am so psyched about where this team is going. I don't even care what happens with the rest of this season. This season was a wash from the get-go. This season is already a win for me. Now let's lock up Walker before he gets too expensive.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Alex Ferrario estimated about $300 million for Jordan Walker today.
It might be a little high on
I think he said after this year if he continues. But
yeah, no, he did.
He's not wrong. The price will continue to go up. How high? Who knows?
Today's price is not yesterday's price, fellas.
Yeah, that's true.
And every day you wait, the price keeps going up.
True.
All right.
Buy stocks when they're low, Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it seems to be generally good advice.
We've had the conversation before about fans going back to the ballpark many of times. I wonder if something like this will see a surge in fan attendance in the second half because of what Jordan Walker did last night.
I think this team has already accomplished a lot from a fan's perspective.
I agree.
You look at some of the attendances, whether they're true on paper or not, you still see them on TV, and it looks better than it did last year.
Yeah.
It was desolate last year.
Yeah.
This following the All-Star game, there were games where they were announcing certain numbers. Don't think they were being honest. Just saying.
Tickets sold, Jamie. Tickets sold.
Like, they've had a good season. They've had a fun season. This is a concrete win for St. Louis.
Yes.
They won last night. The entire city won last night with Jordan Walker.
All right, there you go. That's Andrew Marsh. And we're going to wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN.
America turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is still celebrating that with the brand new offer for all of the Missouri users. For everyone in Missouri, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is download the Circus Sports app. Get on the App Store, the Google Play Store, find the white logo, download the Circus Sports app, and then deposit $250 onto your Circus Sports app. Then, once you play through that, whenever that might be, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right back into your account. And then at that point, you can check out futures bets, daily money lines, and let's remember that Circus Sports, they have the best odds of any app that is out there. They've also got bigger payouts because of that. They got high betting limits. It's extremely user-friendly, and the number one thing for me, anyways, is that Circus Sports does not cut off, block, or limit anybody. They celebrate your winnings. They don't hold you prisoner because you won using their app. No, they let you keep going with their app. That's because Circus Sports is sports betting the way it should be. So for more information regarding anything that I just talked about or even more stuff, check out everything at circusports.com. Again, that's circusports.com. Must be 21 or older and in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast. Available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app, which is, again, powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. All podcast brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. All right, Marshy, hit us with those criticisms and/or compliments.
Criticisms and compliments. Presented by Bet365. With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything.
From Curb Stomp, today's show as a whole, Philly Boo Birds has been an all-star banger. What I learned today is that if Pat McAfee says you're a superstar, then you are. Hashtag shout out to the Snake Pit. From Swan, great show today, guys. Really enjoyed the vibes, especially after the home run derby yesterday. Have a great rest of your day.
Everybody was flying high today.
Not hard to come in flying high after that, Anthony.
No, sir. Oh, I think all of St. Louis was flying high.
Probably.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Flying. Soaring.
If you were a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Falcon.
Really?
They're the fastest. Of course. They're the fastest birds.
Hawk for me. Hawk. Hazelwood Central.
Those are good birds.
Of course.
I don't know what I'd be.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't be. Blue heron.
No. Especially around,
Especially around my household.
Stalter house. It's a tough one. I'd like to be maybe I'd be a mallard duck. I'd like to be able to fly and swim.
Okay.
That seems like a good life. And those guys are always handsome devils, too.
The green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a handsome looking duck.
They get a lot of ducktail.
They certainly do. They certainly do. Anyways.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
Our third star of the day goes out to those breathe rights. Even though they won't fit on Jamie's nose, they definitely help other people.
But, that's not entirely true. They do
fit.
I know.
Well,
They just don't work.
They don't do
They
anything.
just don't work. I mean, at least if you're going to insult me, get it right.
Our second star of the day goes out to not PCA, not ATL, but the MAC, of course, the MAC.
Yes, of course. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Mac Day.
Yeah, even when they don't play, it's Mac.
It's Maction.
FUCMU.
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 Fire.
Oh, chips. Rise up, chips.
Fire them up. Fire up Central Michigan, baby.
And our first star of the day goes out
Talk
to
about
that.
disrespect.
First star of the day goes out to that one guy in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, who finally knows who Jordan Walker
There you go.
is.
He does.
That one guy.
Take him
So read low.
Should take out that Walker, eh?
Get him on the line.
Hey, buddy, that guy can really pound baseballs.
Yeah. Hey.
Watched him do it last night. Had a Labatt Blue while I was watching.
Isn't Reed from Moose Jaw?
He is. Can't you tell?
I know he's from Canada. I just didn't.
Well, Losey walks around the woods in Canada. People think they're hunting bear.
He is.
He is a
massive human being.
Giant.
I love Reed.
I love him
Absolutely
too.
love Reed Lowe. He's the man. All right. That'll do it for us today. Appreciate it. All-Star Game. Pre-game starting at 6. First pitch, 7 right here on 101 ESPN. Everybody enjoy the All-Star Game. So if you're out driving around, you can listen to it again right here on 101 ESPN. For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Everybody have a great rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow.